Hi everyone. So, as you can tell by the title, things are going to be pretty different. Now, before I say this, I normally don't make these types of content because mostly my content is just focused on basically like basically commentary videos, not really commentary videos, but mostly my thoughts on certain things, like for example, pop culture and movie reviews mostly. Basically what any other content creator wants to achieve, basically. However, recently there's been this person in particular that's been kind of giving me and my friends who you will see soon. He's basically giving us a hard time, and I feel like and it's just been going on for about a while now, and I feel like we just kind of ignored it. But as soon as we called him out for basically the type of stuff he did, um he basically like we thought he was gonna leave us alone, but he didn't. And in response, like somewhere around that, he ended up releasing a video that was basically against us, saying that, "Oh, I'm right, you're wrong," basically. And I feel like that was the final straw for me to make this video. So yeah. Now, obviously, as you saw the message that I played at the very beginning of this video, which you're probably watching right now, please don't go and attack the person you recognize, because this is not meant to start any drama. This is not meant to cause a war or something, whatever you want to call it. This is meant to spread awareness that this person is a very terrible person, and this is why you guys need to stay away from him. So, yeah, please don't attack anybody, please. That's not what I wish for on my enemy. Now, to everybody who's asking who is this person you're talking about, as you read the title, this is about the YouTuber named Scikoop75, or Scikoop as who I call. But as of right now, he's currently rebranding himself to the username wizzy444, whatever like his name. But I'm just gonna refer to him as Scikoop since that's who I know personally. So basically, from what my experience is. Now, I want to talk about who this person is, basically, because I've had a history with this guy. So let's talk about it. So for those who don't know who Scikoop is, he is a YouTuber with 2.69k subscribers, which is a pretty high number if you ask me. And mostly his content is just focused around on Go Animate Vion content, if you all know what that is. And also as well as Thomas the Tank Engine videos as well too, as well as some Barney Error videos, if you guys know what that is. Welcome to my generation. I should also point this out for those that are in my Discord server. You probably might know this guy because as I know, he was a mod in my server that I trusted. So yeah, and I also had, and if you're wondering, yes, I did demote him because of all of this, which is where I am right now. He's come under scrutiny recently because recently there's been a lot of things that are wrong with this guy, and basically so many people are now calling him out for this, as well as pointing a lot of evidence. So I'm going to be sharing you guys the evidence, as well as talking about my problems with this guy as well too, as well as these individuals that you will see. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, I feel like it is now time to introduce the individuals, aka my friends, that decided to take the time out of their day and help me with this video. So let's bring them in.
Good day. How are you
Hello.
today?
Welcome. Thank you guys so much for helping me with this video.
I,
It's really it's really nice to know. It's really nice that I'm not alone with this. So, thank you so much.
yeah, no problem.
Of course.
Would you guys care to introduce yourselves?
Uh, I'm Hext. I started. Is it okay if I swear whenever I mention the wiki? I
Yeah, I will
created yeah
definitely.
yeah I created the .org, which is basically one of a passion project I made. It's a yeah.
And
Um
meanwhile, and
oh
meanwhile, I am Angel Toon. You guys probably have, well, maybe not you guys, but like, probably some of you may have known me for like content I made on my channel or the live streams I've done.
yeah
The channel with
yeah
14.7K subscribers as of this recording, at least.
I would also like to point out Angel Tune down here. Some of you guys who may have watched my content, you probably know that I made a lot of edits out of her Hunger Games content.
Oh
So if
yeah,
you
that's
guys
right.
so if you
yeah
guys
I
have
saw that.
seen those videos and wondering who this person is, this is the owner of the Hunger Games videos that I edited.
Yep, that's me, guys.
All
Yeah.
right. Now that you have kindly introduced yourself, would you mind if you care to provide some more context, adding to my summary that I provided about Scikoop?
I'd
Okay.
I'd love to, since I was basically the catalyst of this whole thing, effectively. Um,
All right.
so basically, whenever Scikoop was just kicked out of like a friend group server that I and Angel were in, and also banned off of the Discord server, Scikoop like messaged me and wouldn't like get over any of the anything that happened there, and was still somewhat bitter about Angel outing him or ousting him from the server. I will also note that he had a Blue Sky account, but it's now deleted, and he made posts that were just really bitter, right? They were really bitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So then I contacted Angel about all of this, told her, like, hey, Scikoop messaged me, like, once, and tried to, like, you know, manipulate me into being his friend again, and then, like, also attached some screenshots where Scikoop just wouldn't move on in the slightest. And then her response was, yeah.
So I've known him since 2016. Um, he was originally a chill guy, at least for the most part, until 2020 when he started becoming a problematic user to me and my friends and my community. I've gave him too many chances, which I should not have. Looking back at it,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
he got banned from my server a few times. I've cut ties with him a few times for the past few years. November 2024 was the final straw. I did not want to be his friend anymore because it was a repeated cycle. Because every time I give him another chance, everything's fine, and then he becomes a problem again. So I didn't want to deal with that anymore. So I had to cut ties with him. I
Mm-hmm.
even told myself I don't want to be friends anymore. Um, and honestly, after I cut ties with him, I thought it would be the end of it. But then he gone a lot worse after I cut ties with him, and that was when Hex gave me more information about him that I didn't even know about, and I'm still shocked about to this day.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Now, obviously, as Hex and Angel had described, these will be discussed more going forward in the video because they did actually happen. So,
Yeah.
and we have evidence of everything. We
Yes.
have sources. So, but the first thing, now that we've addressed everything about what Scikoop is doing, recently he recently made a video called "Addressing the Controversies," which was posted on his YouTube channel, and we would like to go over everything. Now, keep in mind that we have watched the video before this recording happened, and now you all will too. Now, before we begin, honestly, I don't really know where to start. Honestly, though.
Um, don't
Oh,
harass
okay.
this person.
Yep.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
harassment. Don't witch
Yeah.
hunt him. Like
Yeah.
Do not tag
It's-
anybody
it's-
involved. Like, it's only gonna make things worse.
Like, not only is it against like YouTube's terms of service, it's also just kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, please, guys, please don't go and attack this person because it'll just make the drama worse than it already is. So please don't do that.
Yeah, we don't
Especially-
condone harassment.
especially considering the fact that this is probably a serious thing. Please don't dox him.
Exactly.
Like, please don't.
It's illegal, guys.
Yeah.
You're
It
committing a
actually
crime
is.
if you're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So please, guys, please don't do any of the things that we just talked about. Don't attack him. Don't witch hunt him. Don't dox him, etc., etc. Please
Yeah, it's
don't.
not worth it.
We are not here to do this.
Yeah.
Just
Now,
be
before-
smart about this.
I didn't even want to be here in the first place. I mean, I do, since, you know, but it's just, ugh.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, before we begin, we do want to point out that his video, the comment section is wild because a lot of people are now saying that what he did, because we showed everything, they all have reason to believe that Scikoop is a bad person, and the comments are calling him out because of this, and Scikoop is still playing the victim, so
Yeah.
which is not a good look on him. But anyway, I feel like that's all I need to say going forward. So, shall we start the video?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, please keep in mind that we are going to be pausing on some stuff because there are things we have to say about this. Now, we may get angry at this, so please,
Yeah.
because this is our opinion. This is our personal opinion on this video as a whole. So, if we get angry, keep in mind that this is our opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all have feelings. So,
True.
anyway,
We're all
shall we start
human.
Shall we start the video?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's begin.
Pause.
Hello,
so-
Scikoopians.
Do you want to say something?
So, something I'd like to note is that he did that sigh that a lot of, like, YouTubers, do. Like, whenever they're doing, like, those really not great YouTuber apologies. That's
Mhm.
something I wanted to take note of.
It's a very common thing for YouTube when a YouTuber is called out for stuff and they make a video
Yeah.
about it. They start off with a sigh, which is
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
that's like already a red flag about this video. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
so I don't know why he had to start off with the sigh. So, but oh well. Let's
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah.
For the final time, I will no longer be under this guise of just Psy. We're leaving the Scikoop name. You may be asking, why? Why am I leaving this good name for another good name?
Personally, I think that this is a kind of a little bit biased opinion to call your channel name a pretty good name, because some people may find the channel name kind of like questioning, oh, what made you think that what made you got the inspiration for that channel name? So
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I know mine isn't exactly better. But yeah.
but yeah, that, I mean, this was a little off topic, but I just wanted to
Yeah.
point it out.
Yeah.
But anyway,
He could have just say, why ditch one name with another name? He could have just said it like that. It could have been a bit better.
Mhm.
Yeah, it would have been a bit more professional, right? It could have been a bit more professional there. Which
Alright.
is yeah.
Let's continue.
Well, let's dig into the rabbit hole of controversies I really have to talk about during late 2024 up to now. Starting off is the Kiske post I made.
For those who don't know what Kiske is, or Kisekai, or whatever the name you want to call it, it's basically the image that's being displayed here. It's a I think it's a type of game where you can create your own characters.
It's I think I think it's like Gacha Life, but like different-ish, I
Mhm.
Yeah,
believe.
it
Yeah.
is.
Basically,
Yeah.
think of it as Gacha Life, basically. But KCK came out before Gacha Life.
Right.
Yeah, to my knowledge.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue.
Made on my not safe for work Blue Sky account. That that artwork was literally made when I was a minor.
Okay, I want to point this out because you say that you made this when you were a
Mm-hmm.
minor. So why did you post that now?
Yeah.
As an adult.
Yeah.
As an
I,
adult.
I I think I think it's kind of weird that that's his like excuse, right? Like
Definitely.
saying I made it as a minor so I can post it as an adult. Like if you make artwork of a minor and then just say, "Oh, I was a minor at that time." Hypothetically, like that's such like a bad excuse. And also, honestly, if that was like an actual excuse you could use in court, the world would go downhill, man.
I agree.
Personally, I think
Yeah.
it's a good example. I think it's a good idea to not like if you make something that's like
Yeah.
considered NSFW artwork and you're a minor, I don't think it's a good idea to post it as an adult now, depending on what the artwork is. If it's like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. If it's like an adult characters, sure, that's fine. But if it's a minor, that's a completely different story. That is something that you do not want to post at all.
Absolutely.
Because that is
Absolutely.
illegal. That's
Yes.
considered illegal. Because
Yes.
underage characters
And
should not be exposed to
and in
NSFW.
Texas, they've recently passed a bill that would make it illegal to like possess like material that contains like NSFW art of minors. While I do think that
Yes.
could potentially like be a bit overreaching, I do think it is like at least one very small step towards the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
100% yes. All right, let's carry on.
I kind of don't have anything to admit. I do have things to admit that. There's this show that I like. Seikon no Quasar. It's an ecchi anime that had when you suck the.
Why would you say that as in your video? Like, why do you need to point that out? We don't need that context. We don't need that context.
Yeah.
Just
Talk about like the character that was like mentioned in that art, and then
Just talk about the whole point of the show. You don't need to include that detail
yeah,
from the show specifically. Like that's something that you don't need to include.
even
Just
then,
say-
Because okay,
I'm sorry.
sorry, but the thing is, people could probably take that as a wrong message in general because they're probably going to be like, "Wait, is it adults or is it underage characters?"
Right.
So don't include that. It's
Just-
it's pretty uncomfortable, honestly.
just say that
Yeah.
it's an adult anime
Yeah,
and just
I'd
move on with that.
I'd also like to point out that like describing what the show is still just kind of irrelevant in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like
Describing the
I
anime
don't-
is unnecessary, especially in
Yeah.
this kind of explicit detail.
Yeah.
Right. Let's continue.
Yep.
Out of a woman, and then you get periodic powers. Like you get iron, you get copper, you get
Again,
oxygen.
this is unnecessary. This is unnecessary.
Yeah, like I feel like that's a bit like overstepping.
It's
Mhm.
fluff. It's to fluff out the video, I believe. I don't know.
Right. It's just also the whole like iron or something like that. I feel like that part should like once again just say like it's an adult anime. You don't need to include details. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe the plot is fine, but like don't include details that are
don't, like-
just inappropriate and uncomfortable to audiences that
And also-
might get
Like, yeah, or else it's just like lore dumping on us. Like that doesn't really say anything really to
Yeah.
help your case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Let's continue.
All that stuff, and then came across him. Yes, and that has been stuck in my very, very, very mind to this very day.
The way he says it is just so uncomforting. Like, I could
I
feel an
agree.
uncomfortable vibe with
He-
this guy.
it feels like he's like an antagonist in like a show or something. Like,
Kinda, yeah.
yeah, it gives me a sense of unease, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carrying on.
So I made the account. I made the art. It was like around 2016, I think. I don't recall the exact date of that of when I made it. So I should have stated it was like made in the last decade or something. Like it's an old artwork of mine. I was not proud of it. And I even said it myself. I was not proud of it. Like
I do think that this was the image from the blue sky that you pointed out, Hex.
Yeah, I do believe that as
Yeah.
well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like then again, he repeated himself basically saying that I made that artwork and then I made that artwork when I was a minor. He's repeating himself basically.
Yeah.
From what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
interpreting right now. Like once again, don't post it again basically. Even as
Yeah.
an adult, don't do it. Like don't.
I want to point out, like, if you're not proud of this artwork, why would you repost it again as an adult? That's what I
Right.
don't understand.
Yeah. It's weird, man.
Definitely. 100%. But anyway, let's continue.
it was inaccurate. It was like very, very inaccurate.
Okay,
Did not
pause.
It's paused.
It just kind of annoys me how the reason why he's not proud of that art is because like, it's inaccurate instead of it like containing like a minor, right? That like just kind
Right.
of annoys me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Even
really
like it.
about it. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I actually tried to post it on my DeviantArt account.
Why? What made you think that that was a good idea?
Because like DeviantArt, I don't know if people really know this. They've been on like a crusade, you know?
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Around that time, it got taken down because
Honestly, I feel like that's a good thing that I got taken down. Honestly.
I
Yeah,
agree.
because it included a minor. Like, absolutely not. That should
Definitely.
not exist.
Definitely.
Yeah.
let's just say uncensored.
Why did you need to say that out loud? You could have just said uncensored nudity.
Why'd you say it like that too? Like, let's just say, yeah. Like, why'd you say it like that?
I don't understand either.
Ugh.
Exactly. I mean, to be fair though, he did age restrict the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that, but
Yeah.
still.
Again,
But, like-
it's not gonna stop anyone. Like,
Yeah.
children lie about their age all the time, you know?
That's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah. So imagine a child stumbling across that video and hearing things that they haven't learned yet. So
Yeah. Yeah. And he did, like, put a warning in his description, but then again, like,
I mean, who reads the description?
nobody.
me.
I mean, there's some exceptions. A good amount of people that go on YouTube don't read the description. Which is why that some content creators, including me, have to put like a warning sign, a warning like picture, like a warning message at the very beginning of the video to like warn others, hey, don't watch this if you're sensitive to stuff and all that. Let's continue.
It's just like floating around there. So I tried uploading that like twice, and then yeah, the DeviantArt bot, I think it was a staff member, took down the the art. So
My prediction is that the DeviantArt staff knew the show that he drew and the character, and that he took it down because that character was a minor, which is what from my personal perspective is. From now, this is just a prediction. I don't know if that's the case, but to me, I think it is, judging by this guy that I'm looking at.
Also, if it gets taken down the first time because of it breaking the rules, why would he post it again?
That's
Knowing it's
like-
just gonna get taken down anyway.
That's my question. Isn't like posting the exact same thing, like, doesn't it like add on to like warnings to your account, and if you keep posting it, doesn't it like get taken down? Your
I'm
account
not
getting
very
banned?
sure.
I will say this though, this was like during 2016. I have no idea what DeviantArt was like back then,
Right.
on account that I wasn't using it back then. But you know,
Neither was I.
I used it a
Good
little
on you.
bit, but I didn't post anything bad on it. It was just regular art.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Let's carry on.
Yeah.
I couldn't upload that, unfortunately. It was stuck on my computer for so long.
I'm sorry, did he just say that it was stuck on his computer for that long?
Just delete it, man. Just
Yeah,
delete
just
it.
delete it. Like, I don't see why you still have that. Like, what's the need for you to still have that?
Yeah, and didn't you say you were not proud of it? Just delete it.
Exactly.
I'm not proud of it.
Exactly. Right. Carry on.
And then in recent times, I finally deleted it off from the computer.
How long did that take for you to delete that art piece?
Who knows?
Give or take, I think it might have been almost like 9-ish years, I think.
9-ish years just to delete that? I feel like that was mainly because we called you out on that, and that you decided, okay, I gotta quickly delete that, blah, 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 blah. Like, how does calling you out take that long? Like, how is calling you out the realization, oh, I need to delete that? You could have deleted that a long time ago, buddy.
I agree.
Okay, let me continue.
That misfortune after my ex-friends.
Name drop.
Well, technically not, but he did mention.
I mean, technically,
ex-friends.
we're gonna add
Us.
ex-friends to it because we did have some. We were a part of this drama, not for him, but against him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna take a drink of Baja Blast every time he name drops or
not drinking
semi-name
some water.
drops. Yeah.
Yeah.
One
Seen my Blue Sky account. I low-key wish my mind for work things. It's just, I don't know why they wouldn't allow it. Like Twitter has like private.
Yeah, that is like one thing that Blue Sky doesn't have. So why make an NSFW account for Blue Sky when you
Exactly. Minors could be able to access that, and that's a
like
real issue.
what's the point? What's the point?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like seriously, like what's the point of doing that in the first place? There are other adult sites that you can just post your artwork from there. So I don't know why, out of all things, you just have to pick Blue Sky.
Or hell, you could even like make your own website, like, you know, buy some hosting and all of that. Although I don't know who would want to host
Definitely.
its content with.
And you also saying why we don't allow that? Like, we're not saying that we don't allow it. We're calling.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, look, I don't care what you get off to. I really don't. Because if I did, I'd be kind of hypocritical, and also, like, you know, like, that's just kind of petty. But we're mad at you because you made art of a minor. That is non-negotiable for me.
Specifically NSFW art.
Yeah.
We do not associate with NSFW art drawings of minors or underage characters for that matter.
Yeah.
Counts. Blue Sky doesn't because they want to be open. I mean that kind of sucks either way. So That's kind of why I deleted my Blue Skies.
No, it was not. The reason you deleted that was because you were so tired of us calling you out for pretty much like what you
I think
drew on there and how much of a problematic person you are, which caused you to delete your account. So don't try to blame it on something else.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think on TFW there's like a screenshot of him like saying this that he's deleting it because he's tired of it or whatever. But
Yeah. So don't
probably, but I
so
don't know.
yeah, so don't lie and blame something else. Don't try to find an excuse for your own actions.
Don't be deflecting
Yeah,
your actions like that.
yeah, there isn't. I checked. I'm just wrong.
All right. Let me continue.
Blue Sky accounts. I'm probably might not return there again.
You
Excuse
just
me.
don't want to see us again.
Burps. The next thing I really want to talk about are the AI bots.
Okay, I can give context on this.
Go ahead.
So basically, Scikoop, on a site called janitor.ai, like, made bots of, like a lot of NSFW bots that involved, like, very not great things. Like, it included, like, it included, like, piss, I don't know if, ugh, it was not great. And also, like, one of the bots that were mentioned was like 10 years, or one of the bots that Scikoop created was 10 years old. And yeah.
Making. So just a quickie. It kind of started from a recommendation from a friend of mine. That character AI exists now. Like you can talk to all sorts of different characters, like original characters, anime characters, game characters, all that stuff, and I joined it, and I used to post anime. I used to post like anime, mostly ecchi and
Right.
hentai
Pause
stuff
again.
because
I think if I remember correctly, you also like posted like Hooktail from Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. But you know, sure, I guess anime. And again, keep in mind, I'm not mad that he posted anime or however he says it, but I am still just mad he is trying to get away with like basically just including underage characters and with an excuse that's coming up later on that really just sets me off, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
that's me. I'm the guy who likes to watch that stuff when I'm
It's very
doing that.
unprofessional.
So
That's very unprofessional.
and when I heard that character AI was getting more worse, I started like, where am I gonna put these bots? How am I gonna make these bots again? So, uh, enter janitor AI.
There
What
it
Hex
is.
mentioned.
I
There it
started
is.
teasing that one
What'd you say?
out. So,
I said there it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I started making like a lot of bots for it. Like, I started with my most popular one, which is a Kagan Nanao, which is my most popular uh, character character AI bots. Like, it's like almost at 1 million. That is crazy. And kind of continued from there, which I wanted to move the character AI bots over to janitor AI, and that kind of got into controversy because
That was because you made bots that were underaged.
Yes, and also included like very not great stuff as well. Like again, and
Yeah,
all of that. Yeah,
you added
Mhm.
you added your king to those bots, which was something that was
and
which is
I
something
I
that's
can
sorry.
I can prove that you made one of those bots that had like, well, what was it again? Like I'm gonna do like a full read out here. Let's see. That's I mean obviously like I'm using different words for it, but like yeah, you get the point, right?
Hmm.
It
Yeah.
was not great. It was horrible.
No,
Yeah.
not a good look on your image.
Agreed.
Yeah, and there was also like one called Misa, and it was based. And I'm gonna read this out loud here. Misa is Naoto's younger sister and Haruka's best friend. In the middle of a zombie apocalypse, zombies broke into the school, having sex with all the students, teachers, and various other faculty members. Does that not, in the slightest, like, sound an alarm in your head, right? Like,
I'm very disturbed by it.
Yeah,
yeah.
like
In the last part,
what made you think that that plot was a good idea?
and yeah, it was horrible. It's horrible. He deleted those bots now after Discovery, so
Yeah.
there's at least that, I guess.
Okay, let's continue.
with some of my ex friends because
There it is.
Damn drop.
well,
Another
they
drink.
kind of like to spy on me.
This just angers me
Mm.
because this was a form of hypocrisy. That's a complete and utter lie because here's the thing though. You sent somebody to spy on us. You
Yeah.
proof of that.
You
Yeah.
sent somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. Like at that point, it's just kind of fair game, isn't it?
When you think about it, yeah.
Yeah. Like, dude. Yeah. That just kind of. I'm not even mad. I'm more so confused by that point. And he uses this like he brings this spying thing up like a lot, like
Yeah.
just a lot.
I legit, uh, a few months ago, like, I did not know I was being spied on, legit, until my Discord server got raided twice, by the way. Uh, raiding is against Discord TOS. I mean, why would you do that?
I want to know what your guys' thoughts on that statement.
Okay, so bit of a story. He thought that I was the one behind it, even though I'm not. That's really about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really about it. I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Carry on.
A lot of phlegm. A lot of phlegm black in my phone. I hate the phlegm. Uh,
Why couldn't you just cut that part out, man?
the AI music? Yeah. A lot of people did not like that video. Like, they
Oh.
bombed that a ton.
Golly
'cause
gee
they-
willikers, I wonder why.
The thing with AI music, like, there's a difference between writing your own music and using AI to write your own use your
Yeah,
own music though.
yeah, yeah, and
There's
I
no
think
soul put into it.
there's no effort, there's nothing put
just-
into it. You
Okay.
just put in a prompt.
Okay, here's the thing though. If you do want to make music, then actually do it. Don't use AI. Like,
Yeah, it takes time, it takes progress, but
right.
yeah,
Yeah. I can understand that writing music is pretty hard, but it takes time getting used to. Like once you slowly start building up your music and yeah, like don't use AI just to make your music. Come on, buddy.
yeah.
don't like it. I have no musical talent. I mean, I do have a playlist. I just listen to it. I sing along to it, but I am not a music man. I don't know how to make music, so
Then learn how to. It's not that hard.
He said it so unprofessionally too.
Yeah.
There are
Yeah.
a lot of tutorials on how to learn how to make certain music. So you
Google
can
is
look at those.
free.
Start with the beginner playlist. Start with the
Yeah.
beginner tutorial.
Yeah. Hell, I believe that there's like places physically you can go to with people that are willing to help teach you how to make music and all of that.
Yeah. I mean, heck, I even have an uncle for that even writes his songs as well too. So,
Yeah.
So if I were to make my own music, I could just rely on him.
made a Suno AI account, which is a website that makes the music for yourself. It's kind of hard because you can't like do any copyrighted shtick. You can't do any copyrighted crap, which is kind of a shame, really.
You almost swore there.
The one gender AI bot I really want to talk about is Ekaterina Nikolaevna Kreva.
Who the fuck is that?
That's the 10-year-old one. That's the 10-year-old one.
Oh, yikes.
Oh boy.
Scikoop, what the Okay.
It's the 10-year-old one.
Okay, let's see if he whatever. Let's see what he says.
So what I did is that I made the image for it was not the original. It was not the original. Like
I know that.
Yeah, like we didn't know in the first place.
Yeah, like we have a screenshot of it. Like we know. Okay, we know.
Doesn't help the fact that her character is literally 10.
Yeah. According to the fandom wiki.
Yes.
I aged her up to 18.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
That's not
Oh
a
my
valid
God.
excuse, man.
One of the worst
What?
excuses.
That is a horrible excuse for somebody who's being called out for being a quote unquote for that kind of shit. Like
Yeah.
aging up to somebody, that's almost like saying, "Oh, well, I didn't know she was like I didn't know she was like 13, so I kind of aged her up to 18 so that could be legal." That still doesn't help your case, dude.
Yeah. Like you shouldn't just do that at all. Like period. If a character's a minor, just don't. Just don't. Don't. Just
If
don't.
that person is a minor, don't even bother doing anything.
There are like a lot of characters who are adults. You could have
Yeah.
just went with those.
Right.
That would have saved you
yeah.
the trouble.
Yes.
I could name a couple, but I don't want to.
Probably for the best.
God, yeah. Probably.
Let's continue.
Yeah.
And of course that made my ex-friends a bit pushy.
They mentioned.
No way.
That didn't
dude.
make us pushy. That made for the fact that you mentioned that you aged them up. Like, you can't age up a character who's a minor, basically. Because if that character is considered a minor, they are considered a minor. Don't even try to make that excuse.
Yeah, because that's just really not great, and also just kind of an overused excuse at that point, right?
Exactly.
Right. And that's probably just a very weak excuse. That hits the weak spot.
It's weak. It doesn't help.
Does not help your case, dude.
That made my ex-friends a bit
They mentioned.
they were not
Another
happy
drink.
that I made this
Obviously.
aged up
God,
anime
obviously.
girl
you think?
from an anime that's been forgotten that's been like in my mind for so long. Like some of my genitor AI fans said I don't have to deserve to be harassed like this.
Where?
We aren't harassing you, dude. We're
Like,
trying
I have
to
no
tell
idea
you.
We're calling
that
you
this was
out for the
Yeah, we're
right
calling you
reasons.
out.
Pause it. Pause it.
So,
Pause it.
It's I didn't know. I thought I paused it.
Okay,
You're fine.
look. I'm just gonna just put this out there. First of all, who said that you didn't deserve it as well, by the way? Like, and even then, we weren't harassing you. We were documenting that you did this in general. And yeah, sure, I was a bit, just maybe a bit rude during that time, but just, oh boy,
Let's carry on.
yeah.
and it's ridiculous how such a small thing can make
A
people
small
go nuts.
thing.
That is not a small thing, dude.
It's a
That is
huge
10.
problem.
She was 10, Psycho.
Exactly.
She was 10. 1,
Exactly.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
10 years old.
10.
That's a young age.
Yeah.
For crying out loud, that's a child.
That's a
A
literal
literal
child.
That's not even-
child.
That's not even a teenager, dude.
No.
That's not even a teenager.
Get a grip, Scikoop.
Like, I've made like Seiko no Quasar bots and Menu Hikanshu bots.
Are those characters
Nobody
also
had a
minor?
problem when I made them on
I mean, he
think-
said nobody had a problem with that.
Right, but like again, we
But that's
couldn't
still-
see the comments.
Yeah, but that's still questions.
Yeah,
those
that's still
characters-
really not good, man. That's still really not good.
Yeah.
character AI. And that, but now when I tried uploading over to janitor AI, I'm pretty sure they got pretty mad. I was making these bots that people can just up, I guess.
If it's a
Don't-
child,
don't.
no.
Don't say it like that, man.
If it's a child, you shouldn't. If that character is a child, leave them out of this.
Another thing I really want to talk about is my tempered rage / man-child
Okay,
issues.
pause. Okay, so I have a horror story with him that I've been neglecting to bring up to this point. So I played a lot of games with him, like a lot. He would get mad like really easily, and I kind of had to like sometimes I had to like just be bad on. We played like Half-Life 1 like arena, and I sometimes just had to like act bad on purpose so I wouldn't like piss him off, so to speak, right? And
Right.
sometimes like we played this game on Discord. It was like an activity thing, Death by AI, and ironically enough, he lost a lot and got so mad he never played it again.
That's a form of man-child behavior right there.
Oh, absolutely.
I also dealt with his kind of anger before in video games like Mario Kart 8
so
Deluxe.
have I.
Yeah. I think he like got so mad in like a Mario Kart championship where he like offered like a $20 Steam gift card, right?
I
Yes.
think it was a 35 one.
Yeah, maybe. I think. I can't remember, really.
I think it was 35.
They still make $35 gift cards?
That's still a thing.
Huh. That's weird, but
However, but the point is, it's just a game, dude. Like, getting mad over a simple loss is just crazy. That's
Yeah.
that shit crazy.
Yeah, and also like for $35? I understand if it was like 100, maybe like 75, but 35?
And here's the thing, like, game rage happens. It's natural when it comes to video
Right.
gaming. But
Yeah,
in no way
but
you should take that out on, like, other people just because
yeah,
you lost.
yeah, like, I keep bringing this up from time to time, but like one time I did like rage quit like a Splatoon 3 game, but like
Yeah,
that
I
was when
aware of
I
that.
that was when I realized, hey, I'm getting like immensely mad over a game. I should probably quit for now and leave for a bit before I end up breaking something or getting banned from Angel Tune's live chat.
Exactly.
That is
Yeah.
that is a prime example of what Scikoop should have done.
Yeah.
Yet he
Yeah.
didn't do that.
I told him, like, multiple times to take breaks if he needs to, but he ignores my advice.
Yeah.
At this point, what kind of friend are you, Scikoop?
Angry one, that is.
Whatever. Let's continue.
Long story. It's a long story with that one. I'll probably keep some stuff.
No. You
Up.
can you have time. You have time. Don't you? Don't you have all the time in the world to explain yourself.
All right.
I've had a short temper, and I'm willing to admit that. I'm
Okay.
willing to admit that I've had a short temper. Like in like 2020, I was like, oh my god, that was
Personally, I wouldn't blame the 2020 because we've all been there.
Yeah, we all experienced the pandemic a bit differently.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that word is still like on YouTube's naughty list or whatever, but
I mean, this will be the only thing that I'll accept, but anything else that he addressed, nope. Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
was the absolute worst thing I've ever been. Up until 2024. I mean, let me tell you. 2024 and early 2025. I mean, that shit was just like, ugh. I did not like myself in 2020. Let's be honest. I don't know where that come from. Maybe it was because I've been a shut-in for like the coronavirus that was going on. Like I don't know what made me piss off like that, because I was like, I wanted to be like really funny, but it turns out my jokes are kind of like they're kind of like hurting people, like every
What were the jokes?
I think we need to go back. We need to play it so we can elaborate more.
time I would
Yeah.
spam like the soundboard.
That was it. That was it.
Ooh.
That was it.
Yeah, no, it's not really a funny joke. That could be annoying to plenty of people.
It could
Yeah.
also like hurt someone's fucking ears because like people
people-
like me
Some people
use
have
headphones. And also like I'm autistic, like wow, not wow, I have a Homestuck profile picture, not really a surprise there. But like, you know, I have autism, I'm sensitive to like loud sounds and all of that. So like ugh.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some people are very sensitive to amount of noise like that, and that could really overstimulate people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't spam the soundboard because chances are it'll
Yeah.
get really annoying once in a while, and then people will tell you to stop, and that if you don't stop, it'll just be like
Yeah.
a problem for everybody.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
To add in the context of like this whole soundboard thing, like when he was doing that, a couple of owners, which were me and another person who is my boyfriend, we both told him to stop because it was getting annoying, and some people were getting pretty annoyed by the sounds. And
He said something
Yeah.
along the lines of, "Oh, loud equals le funny."
No, it doesn't.
he
Like,
said
as-
that, and he also said like it was. I'm trying to remember. It was something like, we can't have fun around here or something. Can't have a little bit of fun around here. It was something like that.
Also, to elaborate on like the anger issues, like I think we were planning on playing Block Tales during that time, and I'm just gonna say this right now. My sleep schedule sucks. It sucks. And I think you remember the rest of this.
Oh yeah. Because I was there. It was more me being there than you being there. Because you were
Yeah,
not in the
yeah. I mean,
video.
I was asleep, so I couldn't be there, huh?
Yeah. Um. Yeah. For context, yeah, she was asleep. Basically.
Sorry about that, by the way.
Oh, you're fine. Basically, she, Scikoop, another friend we know. I think it's best for her name to remain anonymous for now. And we planned to play a game together of Block Tales. It's a Roblox game, which is like a mix between Earthbound and Paper Mario, kind of.
Yeah.
What it was. So Scikoop, the friend and I, we were all waiting for Hex. It took hours, and she never showed up. And Scikoop was pretty mad about it. He the only one who was mad about it, by the way.
Yeah.
Saying like
Yeah.
Hex wasted our time or something.
Like,
Don't blame.
and I
Hex.
heard about this, and I felt just horrible. Honestly.
Exactly. Don't blame Hex just because you were like, just because she was asleep doesn't mean you have to go out and blame somebody for being like, oh, you wasted my time. Like, dude, calm down.
We were literally doing other things to pass the time. Like, how ungrateful can you possibly be?
Scikoop is just ungrateful in general, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do have something I'll add on later on in the video, so
Okay.
bear with us. Right. Continue.
The soundboard sounds, it would drive people nuts.
Wonder why.
And I mean crazy
Gee
nuts.
willikers,
Like,
I wonder why.
hey, Scikoop, don't do that. And I was like, it's just a joke.
We just explained
You-
that.
It's
you
not a
admitting
funny
it-
joke.
You admitting it makes it even worse for you, man.
Like,
Because, like-
humor is very subjective. You may find it funny, but that doesn't mean everybody else is gonna find it funny.
Right.
And also, like you admitted to like doing this. Like, someone said, "Hey, could you like not?" And you just kept going. You effectively just admitted to that. How does that help your case in like any caliber?
Doesn't. Let's continue.
Goofy ass voice, and I don't think they took it.
Pause.
It
Pause.
took it
I need a
very
moment.
personal.
I need a moment. I said it in a goofy ass voice. Here's something that that I need to tell you about that in that regard. I don't care. You still did that.
Right.
Exactly.
It was still annoying. It was still just not like a great thing for you to do, man.
Yes.
Like, why would you keep going? Like, when people tell you, hey, stop that. Like, the thing you should have done was just stop, and that'd be the end of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't even make it worse by just simply opening your mouth and yeah.
It just feels like you're trying to start shit for the sole reason of it.
Yes.
Just doing it for the love of the game, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why? What point is there?
Exactly.
With that, cause like, it was just insane. I just wanted to have some fun. I mean,
What, by spamming the soundboard and making people annoyed? That's the direction?
There is ways to have fun without like causing problems to everybody.
Have inside jokes. Play games. Something. Instead of just spamming the soundboard, dude.
Oh, I just wanted to have some fun, and I just wanted to play Warframe today, so here we are.
Yeah.
yeah, it kind of hurts from that. It hurts.
How do we feel?
Yeah. How do you
do
think we feel about this?
I thankfully wasn't really there for the brunt of it, I believe. I mean, I don't remember it, so
I don't
like,
think you were,
Yeah, yeah.
but we know another friend who also had to deal with that. Like, well, one or two people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not just me and my boyfriend who had to deal with that. Like,
It
how
was
do you
like
think we all feel?
a group of people. It was a group of people.
Like, how do you think we feel about this? Like, this is not all about you, you know. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta think of other people's feelings as well, not just your own.
I kind of wish I was not that egotistical. Got a burp coming. Excuse me.
Editing software exists. Oh, I was so hurt by it. Like, that's like saying, oh, I hit someone in the face. I was hurt so bad by that. Like, dude, what?
That doesn't make any sense.
It
Yeah.
really doesn't.
Yeah.
Let's carry on.
Literally, just say sorry, man.
Yeah, let's carry on.
Hurts. I kind of wish I was not that egotistical. Got a burp coming. Excuse me.
Editing software
That was
exists, by the way.
unnecessary.
This is all done in one take. I don't even have a script or anything, so
Neither is
Just
this video.
from things that I remember. Oh yeah, even that document that Angel made.
Name drop!
Hey.
What
Taking a
does
drink
Angel
for
Tune
that.
have to do with that?
I was also
Okay, well, to be
one-
fair, I was a part of helping out with the doc, but I was not the
Right.
only one who made the document. It was the both
I
of you as
wasn't,
well.
I wasn't name dropped as well. I
Neither
feel
was
hurt.
I, honestly. So the
I don't
fact
want to.
that
I do not want to take all the credit. Okay.
this
'Cause-
feels like he's just targeting you at this point.
Yeah, because I wasn't the
Yeah.
only one who wrote this. Like Hex
I feel-
and Evan both helped out with it.
Right.
I feel hurt for being left out, you know?
Yeah, I don't want all the credit.
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Anyways.
Even okay, so real talk. When I made my document, I didn't have the evidence because I was banned. I mean, I did not. I was banned. I was demoted. I could not get the evidence myself because
And for a good reason, too.
Yes,
You were
for
banned
a good reason.
Very good reason.
Yeah. And plus, even if you did try to find the evidence, I feel like the evidence would be lackluster, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
It would, absolutely.
because I saw them making their own document about me, so they called me out.
Reasonable for a
I'm
reason.
willing to take my step
Yes.
back,
Yeah.
and then then more things started happening. Like I was being spied on.
We already said this before.
You also sent someone to spy on us.
You
Yeah, I
sent
wanna hear
somebody to spy on us.
Yeah.
Don't.
More-
The fact you did not include that part is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just incredibly suspect that you just pick and choose what
Yeah,
parts
you're just victim blaming us, basically.
you are just picking and choosing what parts of context that you are wanting to put into this video, and that's really sleazy, okay? Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yes. All right. Let's continue.
a different server, like a not safe for work server. I won't
Pause
talk
on this, let's say for work server.
anything
Pause.
about this, but I won't. Yeah, that server is the one of my best friends. We've been best friends for like several years, and we both like the same stuff. Like
Don't even get me
we
started. on
both
that.
like the same stuff. Gave me the admin, and I did not know I was being spied on. Legit, I did not know I was being spied on, because they had my it had every photo I've like submitted on that server. Like I'm appalled because they were spying on me. They were raiding my server.
Pause. You wanna know what I'm appalled for? The fact that you were/are into.
That's
We
disgusting.
have evidence of that, by the way.
Yeah, we do. And no amount of explaining away, or like saying, I'm not into that anymore, I'm not lit into that anymore. Like, dude, like that's still weird. That's still weird.
Yes.
Icky. Yeah.
Continue.
Like they could have told me at least.
What's there to tell?
Like
That would have defeated the point, by the way.
Right.
Yeah. what, like, and also that would technically just be blackmail, right? Like, hey, I know you're into. That would technically constitute as blackmail, dude.
Right.
I'm not like that. Why would I be like that?
Don't know.
Have told me, uh, in Discord, but I'm pretty sure they have me blocked because they don't want to. They don't want to.
By the way,
Yes.
I do not have Scikoop blocked. I don't. Just gonna put that out there right now.
Okay.
I just don't have him blocked at all.
I mean, we have him blocked because we don't want to associate with him anymore, and like
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah, me too. But like, I want him to just come to me and just explain himself. Explain like, yeah. Also because it gives me more content to put on the wiki, but it's whatever.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Talk to me about it or something. I'll just.
I feel like you wouldn't want to talk about it in general. You would just probably be like, "No, I don't want to talk about it. Go away," or whatever.
Yeah, what he's doing is very similar to like content creators like Nova Online, where he just tries to sweep it under the rug. Well, I say content creator, but he's more so a lol cow, much like how Scikoop kind of probably definitely is, right? Like, it is sad, man. It's sad.
Keep that straight and simple. A few days ago, I was role-playing as this character from an ecchi anime, Chifusa, and my ult.
Isn't that the minor character? Isn't that one of the minor characters?
Yes, it is. I
Yes.
can confirm that.
Why?
It was.
Well, they
It was from like a site like My Anime List, I think was it. I don't know.
It
Yeah,
was,
my
it's
anime
probably
list.
where most anime characters are from.
Yeah, well, myanimelist.net basically catalogs a lot of the, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah. And, there was the character that he's probably going to mention, I believe. I don't know.
But all I know is that this character was a minor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I can gather, at least.
How does this person not know that these characters that he's role playing with are freaking minors? Like, I don't know.
My theory, my theory, and this may sound very disingenuous of me, he doesn't care.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I know I sound very disingenuous when I say this, but, like, again, he's going to go with the aged up excuse. And if not, then, like, what else is he going to say, right?
Right. Whatever, let's continue.
Absolutely.
Would be Kaede. Both are from the menu.
Once again, they're minors.
The menu Hikachu
Yeah.
anime. Now, they kind of did state that Chifusa was 16.
Because she is.
But in the anime I've watched the entire season, by the way. No shit. Kinda does not state how old Chifusa is.
That doesn't prove your point, though. That's
Right.
based on the fandom and lore.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're going to cite the anime itself, then, like, I want you to come to me and find a source that proves your point, okay? Like, I want you to just prove your point to me. You can email me. You can do anything. Just communicate to me. Communicate to me that, yeah, this character is 18 and that you have a verified source to back this up.
Like, a little bit of research doesn't hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Takes one Google search and there's an answer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they should have been sauced up on the anime.
You should have been.
You expect us to watch that anime and think, oh, this character's not a minor. We don't got time for that.
I don't have the time, nor the patience, nor the legal standing, frankly, to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah. No.
So don't expect us to watch something just because we don't have the time for that.
Yeah.
I'd prefer not spending all of my time watching something that's probably going to get me jailed or like be put on a list, dude.
Yes.
Like they should have had like sources or
We
could-
did.
We
did.
had a
We
source.
do-
We
we
had
do
a
have
source, dude.
sources.
You just blew right past that. Like
Exactly.
you should have come with a source of your own. In fact, you should have like shown screenshots. You have shown like literally anything other than that like image that you just have on the screen for the entire video.
Exactly.
So don't say that we don't have sources. 'Cause
Yeah, we do. We do.
Unbelievable.
be from the manga. Who knows? But
I'm not
I
reading.
kinda
I'm
did
not reading the
stop for a
manga
while
either. I
after,
assure you.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
had
not
some
into that.
mental issues. I wouldn't say excuses because my head's just been like in like pain. It's like thinking about revenge stuff at that point.
Let me
Hmm.
stop you right there, buddy. What do you mean by that?
Revenge?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I'd be down. I have all the time in the world, frankly. I'd be down.
This revenge on what? That's my question. What exactly are you saying, Scikoop?
Exactly.
Revenge over what? Us calling you out for being a creep?
Exactly.
And you want revenge? I mean, I'm down, man. I'm down, frankly.
I mean, if this guy wants revenge, I'll just take all the sources and this video and just slap it and shove it like in his face, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's continue.
It's like I gotta step down and take responsibility for myself.
Right now, you're not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are literally just going, look, I may have done this, but it actually affected me as well. That if that's effectively what you're doing, you're shifting the blame from yourself to something else or some other external factor when it's just purely irrelevant.
Yes.
Yeah.
So actually take responsibility and include some things you left out because looking at your video right now, you left a lot of stuff out, buddy.
Yeah. We had to be the ones to add in the additional context.
You are effectively just abusing, like, you are just using every, like, method of Darvo possible, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pissed me off. Okay, let's continue.
For why I've been doing this. For the future of the channel, we're dropping the Scikoop name.
We're still gonna bring it up because that's who we know you by in this video.
Yep.
So we're not dropping shit.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna say this right now. He put his new name in the description of the video, which even that's not gonna like it, then what's the point?
Yeah.
What's the
Exactly.
point?
Yeah, we're not gonna drop shit.
And we're going to be called Wizzy. Just Wizzy. And
Why?
the extras channel is still going to be the extras channel, but I've added one more channel, and it's just called wizzy444 Films, where I just put
At this point, he's just going off
my
topic. At this point,
films, my real life films,
Okay.
in that channel.
What
I've already
controversy does this
uploaded,
address?
Re-uploaded Edward and Gordon, the first Thomas and Friends episode. Yeah. So I've explained everything about
No, you did
myself.
not.
No,
That's a lie.
No, you
And what the-
literally didn't.
absolute fucking lie.
Where was the part where you like where was the part where like I don't know where you had like that whole thing? What was that about? What was that about really?
Yeah.
What was that? What was
Keep
that
in
about?
mind, he's into that kind of stuff. Which is just
Yeah. He edited.
Disgusting.
I'm gonna say this right now. He edited that message. And said, "Oh, I'm not into more Lamau."
He only did that just because we found out about it.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
scared. He's scared, dude.
The future of this channel is. The changing of myself is that it's going to be less about screen time, and my personality would probably be more relaxed and calm than
You
I
say
usually
that.
was.
You say
before-
that. You say that, but like judging by the patterns we've seen, that's gonna take like God knows how long. Like if you do actually somehow, by some ungodly miracle, you manage to change, like actually manage to, good for you. You're still not welcome back. You still did what you did, and that's still just not great, man.
Okay.
Well, these actions are unforgivable.
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
Or when I've had super rage issues.
Why do you say it like that?
And I kind of forgot this one point here. Kind of wanted to go back on Angel's channel.
Name mention.
Nah.
Yeah.
What
no.
does that have to do
Nope.
with controversy?
No, you are just venting to us at this point, man. Like, you shouldn't do that.
Yes.
Like, also, like, no. No.
Also, the
Like
fact
Angel, what is your unfiltered opinion on letting this thing back onto your channel?
That is not happening anytime soon. After everything I've heard, absolutely not. There is like 0 chance of him being let back in. Absolutely not.
Okay, just wanted pure confirmation on that. Just wanted to be extra sure about it, you know?
yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what he has to say.
Us to apologize from her, but I don't think she will accept the apology because
Okay.
You don't think?
You watching this video and seeing her reaction says it all.
Oh my god, I might need some Tylenol. My head's hurting.
Okay.
it's been a waste of time getting back to her, which is
Yes.
probably for the best because
Yeah.
she
Definitely for the best.
Yeah,
does not like me. I don't want to say hate because hate's a strong word, and she's been.
I think it
caring about
applies
me.
here. What do you think, Angel?
What?
Does hate apply here? Mhm.
Like, I don't hate per se, but I really, really despise him.
Yeah. Yeah, like, dude, I despise him as a person.
Hmm.
Like, just in general, right? Like, he's
Yeah.
just,
Mm-hmm.
God, man.
Like everything that's happened so far, like we can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's carry on. A few more minutes left, thank God.
Which I kind of said that that she and the others didn't, but she's a pretty busy girl, a pretty busy woman.
That's
Like,
true.
Seriously,
That's
I
true.
mean, that's on me for being this attention-seeking man-child.
100%.
There's
You attention seek.
Yeah. So like, I think we're due for like a little 2 words that one is just I'm, and the other one is just starts with S and ends with Y. I think you know what we're trying to say. There is an easier way to do it instead of just bumbling around the subjects like a moron, effectively.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I sound mean, not really, but at the same time.
Just
You know, now that I mention it, not once have he apologized for any of his actions in this video.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He did not.
Well, that was
Not
not an
once.
apology video, but
Yeah,
like,
not
he
once.
still owes
Not-
all some sort of apology.
Yeah, there's
Not
no
once.
there's no sorry. There's no I regret. There's no any of that. Like he just like doesn't include it.
He just doesn't seem empathetic here.
Yeah, he's not owning up to anything. He's not coming clean. He's not owning up to anything and
He's
starting
just
fresh.
explaining what happened and then just blaming other external factors, which don't do that, obviously.
Exactly.
For the past several years, ever since I became a shut-in. But yeah. After this video releases, I'm still gonna be on hiatus. I'm off Discord for a month. And I
By the way, that was
You'll
a
never-
lie because he came back like
Yeah,
way
yeah.
after that.
Yeah, I found out about that, dude. Like, come on, man.
Like,
At least
you said you were still gonna be on hiatus and be off Discord. You lied.
Yeah. Like, I have a screenshot of you, like, immediately rejoining, like, nothing ever happened. Like, is something wrong? Did you forget something? Did you forget to say something? Hmm?
Talk about taking accountability.
Exactly.
Don't. The concept is completely foreign to him.
I'll be back. Not for revenge, but listen, I'm not gonna be back just for revenge. I'm
sorry.
What do you mean, just for revenge?
Just for
I'm-
revenge.
Again,
What are you even
I-
planning to do?
Again, I'd be willing to go down if you want to go down. I'd be completely goddamn willing. I'd be completely goddamn willing.
Sickening.
just gonna move on with this point.
The fact you say not just for revenge, you saying you moving on and shit, like that doesn't add up.
We're gonna be called Wizzy.
We?
And
Who's we?
Probably his audience, his bootlicking audience.
What audience? Like, I did not see a single
Probably the
like on
audience that
video.
still supports him and probably doesn't know the full context, which they will soon, probably.
And
Yeah.
and also like the people on like the NSFW Discord server, which I will not name.
Please don't.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on it.
Right.
probably there'll be an animation coming up. Who knows at this point?
He abandoned his channel, by the way.
So yeah. Hope to see you all soon.
Hopefully never. Anyway, that was the end of that. We
Oh my
finally
Yep.
escaped it.
That took an
Yeah.
hour and 34 minutes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we still got a lot more to go because we have a lot of stuff that's against him.
Oh
Now,
yeah, we
yeah.
do.
Yeah. Now, before we do that, we just want to say our opinions. I'm gonna
Right.
let. Oh my god! I'm gonna let these guys
It's
go.
okay.
Because obviously they probably have some opinions about it, and I'll go last. So
Okay.
feel free.
Now, I know in the document, which will be linked in the description, because that's where a lot of the evidence is going to be. Well, one of the resources. Now that I said that was like going to be the last time we're talking about this, I really do hope this video here will be the final time we'll be talking about this.
Yeah.
But I've said in the doc before that, like, I even said, like, you gotta actually start admitting to your mistakes and take accountability.
Yeah.
And yet you still haven't done any of that, even in the undressing video, which I'm extremely disappointed about. And you were doing the entire video was just deflecting your action, deflecting everything you've done, putting the blame on other people, bringing up one of the worst excuses. It was the whole thing was just ridiculous. Yeah. You will not be seeing me being affiliated with you again anytime soon, because words cannot describe how disgusted I am, how disturbed I am. Like, this video was so much to take in. This entire addressing video was so much to take in. Like, yeah, really, I'm gonna say it for the final time. Please actually admit to every single thing you've done. Don't just leave stuff out, because that's exactly what you did in the video. You left plenty of important stuff added there just to make yourself look good, which is bad, by the way. Just literally just admit to your bad actions you've done. I don't know if I should consider them as mistakes at this point. And when I say take accountability, I mean seriously take accountability. So far, you have not been doing a good job at that. Like, seriously, get some serious help. None of this is helping your case at all. Like, I am beyond disappointed and disgusted about all this.
Yeah, I don't want to see you back, at least in this part of the internet again. You've frankly humiliated yourself, like, majorly. Like, majorly. I don't think there's any way you can just make this up to me. I don't think there's any way you can just make this stop, man. Dude, this is going to follow you for life. Because what we have here is an entire track record of you acting this way. That's going to follow you, man. You fucked up. Badly. And the funniest thing is, to me at least, you're not willing to own up to any of it. You're not, like, taking accountability. You're not going like, yeah, that was me, man, I'm sorry. Yeah. You were going, oh, well, it's actually because, of this, because of that. Like, you won't take accountability. And even if you do, God only knows what's going to happen to you, like, later on, man. Because, like, honestly, I hope you have a fine-ish life, at least. I don't want you here. I don't want you around me. You are a liability. Plain and simple. Okay, that's all.
Can I just say, that video absolutely sucked. Like, literally, what they just said, what Hex and Angel said, you don't own up to your actions. You leave out a lot of stuff that you did. I mean, to be fair though, you did include the whatever, the rage thing or whatever,
the anger issues and all that.
The anger
yeah.
issues, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But like the thing you don't do is you apologize. You don't say sorry. There's no sorry in the video at all. And plus, you don't even mention that. Like, you left out a lot, which we will get to at some point later on in the video, which is coming up after I finish. So, Scikoop, that was definitely just a terrible look on you, especially with the comments just like going around saying, calling you out for this, and you trying to justify it. Like, not a good look on your image, man. Seriously, like, words cannot describe how me, Hex, and Angel are just because of that video. Also, you calling out Angel for this type of throughout the whole video, basically, like towards the end. What do you have against Angel? Like, you called her out a lot. Like, you just love making her a target, dude. Like, leave her out of this. If anything, if you wanted to call Angel out, why couldn't you call me or Hex out? Like,
Exactly.
and we could at least like justify her. Like, we could just like,
especially me, because like I was the one that made an entire wiki page on Scikoop. I arguably did like almost the most to him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, why not me? Why not Evan? He also helped out with the document.
Yes.
Thank you for that, by the way. You're awesome.
Yeah. But irregardless, that sucked. Please do not make this mistake again in the future, and don't even try contacting us either, because we have no interest in talking to you. Alright, now for the next thing, as I mentioned before, we're going to go through some of the evidence that we have against him, because basically he missed out a lot of details in his video, and we want to address all of it. And so, yeah. So the first thing we're going to start off with is the Google Doc that we have created against him. Once again, me, Hex, and Angel both created the doc. We created it.
Yep.
So yeah. And safe to say, I'm glad I can count on them. All right, here is the doc. And as mentioned before, he does go by many names. Now, this was obviously created by us just for, yeah. Also, trigger warning for anybody. This contains mentions of NSFW, feral art of underaged fictional characters, and mentions of S-word. So, if
I'm
this is
also going to just put this out there. This is kind of outdated, since
Mhm.
we at this time we didn't know that he did any of the janitor.ai stuff, so like a lot of this could be potentially like very inaccurate.
But anyway, yeah. I mean, then again, it is pretty outdated now. This was all before everything else happened.
Yeah, before we found out.
But I would also like to
Hmm.
say to Hex and Angel, if you guys want to include more, put it in the Discord group chat.
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and make sure to pin it as well too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, let's continue. Also important, we mentioned this before. Please do not harass Scikoop or anyone involved in this situation, because because if you do that, you're only making it stressful. Because we're only trying to spread awareness, as well as this video, as well as this document is in no way to antagonize him. It's just to criticize his actions and to understand what he did was harmful to other people he might have done with. So, all right. Right. Some topics may be brought up twice, mainly in chapter 2 and chapter 4. So, I already explained that, so I don't need to explain it again. Now, let's start off because, as mentioned, he did have a pretty bad behavior back then. Started from 2020. So, let's.
And I gave him too many chances, which again I should not have done.
Yes, because we had like a total of 8 chances.
Like 8 chances. That's like a lot.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, like way too many.
But I'm just glad that Angel realized what was going on in the situation and she cut ties with him for good. Respect. Anyway, so let's start off with this introduction to chapter 2. So Scikoop has been banned and then unbanned multiple times, and each time he has been unbanned, at some point he causes more grief for the community. Examples include him raging at video games, which he mentions, which caused him to take it out on people sometimes, which Hex mentioned, being rude to staff whenever he breaks the rules, and mini-modding. He used to be a part of the administration team, but he would have those privileges taken away for good, mainly due to abusing his administration powers and overall being disrespectful to some people. When his moderation powers were taken away, he would complain a lot and want them back. In this chapter, Angel Toon will list down the times he was given another chance and what caused him to lose his chances. However, what you will see are a lot of changes that she gave him, which she does regret to this day, as she mentioned before. Right, we got our first piece of evidence. All right. For those who don't know, she's been with Scikoop since 2016, and she hasn't had any problems with him until 2020. Before she explains the reasoning behind why Scikoop was banned in the first place, there was one thing that she noticed while looking for evidence. He did temp mute a user just because they were, quote, they were pissing him off. She will say, yeah. Do you want to add on to that?
That's just not a good reason at all, like, in general. Like, dude,
Yeah.
that is, like, really indicative of, like, yeah.
100%. Like, that's just stupid. Like, pissing him off over what? Like, be so fucking for real.
You could have at least given, like, a better reason, or, you know, just not muted them in general.
Alright. Okay. Okay, now. She will say, although the user was no better during the time, they currently are banned from the server today. We won't disclose who that person is, because I'm pretty positive that anybody who's aware of him, of who that person is, wants to move on from them entirely. So, right. Where was I? Okay, yeah. That just wasn't a good reason to server mute someone. There's always blocking people or turning their user volume down. That was the first sign of admin abuse, and she never realized until now. Anyway, the first ban happened because she was informed about a tweet that was going around about Scikoop being toxic to other people and threatening them. There was the screenshot proof of it on the tweet, but the person who shared it is currently suspended. However, it's available on Web Archive on the Wayback Machine along with its screenshot evidence. We'll look at.
Yeah, a friend of mine happened to find that link, so absolute respects. Thank you so much. You know who you are.
Yeah. Scikoop was banned for a short while and was brought back into the server about 2 hours later after he apologized for his actions. The administration team and I decided to give him another chance, along with giving him back his admin powers until a few weeks later. Now this is chance 2. Alright, let's see what we have. Before we get to the time he lost his second chance, Angel wants to include that he took his frustration out on one of the server members while trying to help them set up a Topa bot. Here's the thing though, not everyone has the same knowledge of the bot, so of course some people will still be confused when being explained how to do something. The problem here is Scikoop's patience. The second time Scikoop got banned was back on July 31st, 2020. He said something in a Splatoon 2 livestream that hurt someone's feelings. I don't know what it was he said, nor am I able to find the live chat replay because it currently is disabled and the live chat was not displayed on screen because I used StreamYard to live stream during the time. I believe we found that recording eventually. I guess
Why
it's
mine
open.
spawn?
Can we not talk about me raging right now? It's
Scikoop, nobody really asked you. Either you're here to help and support or you're here to shut up.
From what I learned from the clip, it was because one of the mods, which isn't a mod anymore, Scikoop said something that was something about the mod raging, and the mod got pretty annoyed by this by saying, "Please don't talk about me raging right now." And one of the mods defended the other mod, saying, "Please stop. You're either here to help support or you're here to shut up." Basically, from what I've heard from the stream.
Effectively.
So this was in 2020, so please take this with a grain of salt.
Yeah, this is all from memory.
Yeah. Right. Now, although he said it wasn't directly towards them, it still can be hurtful.
Yeah.
After the live stream had to end, Scikoop was confronted over what he did during a courtroom session in my Discord server, which is something we don't do anymore currently because obviously, now we had a courtroom session. However, it's now deleted because the problem with that was because we were basically embarrassing the person being confronted, so we had to take that down. So
yeah, it's just I wanted to handle the situations more maturely and not just have the entire community involved just to see it all happen.
Yeah, which is why private messages now exist.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. When a ban was being considered by the administrators, he was begging for mercy and not wanting to be ashamed from the server. We encouraged him to try to find new friends. Heck, some wanted him to be a better person. Instead, he reflected on his actions, saying, "Stop using my past actions against me." I'm going to stop you right there, Scikoop. You can't just say, "Stop bringing up the past." What happens in the dark comes to light. You can't run from it. You can't run from it. Don't try to get others to say, "Don't bring up the past, please." What you did will still be there. When it was done 2 hours ago during the situation, and quote unquote, stop attacking me when he was only being criticized. How is being criticized attacking? That's my question.
I have no idea.
He just doesn't know criticism. That's it. I can't remember how it went down in the voice chat, but if it was toxic during that, I do apologize on my behalf as an owner of the Discord server. However, the administration team on the text channel was barely being toxic. We banned him for the second and kept him banned until December 30th, 2020, after he sent us a ban appeal and apologized for his actions, and we approved of it, and gave him another chance, but did not give him back his administrator role. It was 2021, back when Saturday gaming events used to be hosted in my Discord server by one of the administrators. Throughout February, some members were playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, one of the members being Scikoop. Here's what I will say. That game is one of the most rage-inducing ones to play with friends. Each time Scikoop would lose, there were times where he would take his anger out on some members just because, quote-unquote, players weren't ganging up on him. Scikoop, please. Please. Like, it's just a game, dude. Calm down. Like, I understand that raging is a thing, but, like, what Angel Toon said, take breaks. Don't just take your anger out on some innocent members.
Yeah, and like I said, just just leave the game for a bit
Yes.
if you were really just feeling like you're going to break something.
Exactly. Prime
Yeah.
example of what Hex did is the positive thing to do. What
Yeah.
you did is the complete opposite. Right.
And I apologized after that too.
Yes. It's better to
Not
say
like it
sorry.
matters.
Or people in the voice chat were mocking him, which I don't know. When some people tried to calm him down and clear things up with him, he only took his anger out on them. There were also times when he was confronted about his behavior back in March 2021, and he would reflect that saying, I do change and I do move on, while trying to make himself look good. You already saw the screenshots from this earlier encounter, so okay, yada, yada, yada. Like, you try to make yourself look good by saying, oh, I changed, blah, 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 blah. You literally raged and took your anger out on innocent members. So that doesn't prove your point that you changed. That's just a negative thing that you haven't changed. Just admit you haven't changed.
Yeah.
He would then be confronted again in May 2021, except by two people will refer to them as Jack and Phil to keep them anonymous. During these, Scikoop would get a little more hostile and straight up disrespect them. To make this clear, because they want to remain as unbiased as possible, Jack and Phil were no better during this time, since they did take their jokes too far to the point that it did upset Scikoop and probably a few others. Thankfully, they're not like this nowadays. After you read the screenshots of one of the conversations that will be linked, you're probably going to think, oh, but I think Scikoop had every right to be upset if that was how Jack and Phil were behaving towards him during the time. Sure, they went kind of too far with this confrontation, but unfortunately the things said about him were true. Later on, the administration team agreed on banning Scikoop for the third time on May 16th, 2021. I'll admit, kind of unnecessary move that should have resulted in just a kick or a mute, but anyway, he was banned until June 3rd, 2021, when the administration team and I agreed to give him another chance to redeem himself, and gave him back his administration powers on July 3rd, 2021. Now, this is the part where he started to getting his administration powers actually revoked because of this behavior. On July 31st, 2021, I revoked his administration powers due to his toxic behavior during my 1-week Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tournament. It was mainly him being a bad sport and being disrespectful to other players and live viewers. It was going to be temporary, and I planned on giving it back to him a week later, but I had to extend it due to more concerning behavior that came from him. I couldn't find anything in the Discord server on what he said. It was most likely deleted. It was mainly just Scikoop attention seeking, but I forgot why he did that. One of the co-owners told me I should confront him about his behavior. I was too nervous on doing that, so because after all that lashing he did towards Jack and Phil, I didn't want him to take his anger out on me. A group chat between me, Scikoop, and the co-owner did happen, and things were talked about during that time. He did get his administrative powers back around September 2021. This is just a repeating cycle of chances. So
Yeah, you guys are noticing a cycle. Right.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little sense of a pattern here.
Yeah.
Bit of a long shot, but you know.
Right. Chance number 5. On October 9th, 2021, his administration role was revoked again due to starting drama in a server I used to be in, a server that used to belong to one of the co-owners. There are no screenshots of that during this time, since I think it was something that happened when I wasn't around. Probably in a voice chat, I don't remember. Once again, take this with a grain of salt. The revocation was planned to be temporary, especially since he did apologize. He got his administration role back. Technically, I gave him moderator on December 27, 2021. He was then upgraded to the administrator role on December 16th, 2022 for surprisingly behaving well.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, wait till that all fades away. Chance number 6. Everything was fine until 2023. The thing is, ever since he monetized his YouTube channel, he would post videos that technically aren't his. To make it clear, he posted compilation videos of other people's content and monetized it. I told him that he shouldn't be monetizing reused content because it's against YouTube's monetization rules. But he didn't listen to me, so I just let him be. Only for him to lose his monetization later on and complain about it. I told him that I told him that if he wanted his monetization back, he could archive his compilation videos and repost them on another channel. But he didn't want to do that because the compilations got him thousands of views. I shrugged it off because I was only trying to give him advice. He did eventually follow it later on.
That's hysterical,
That's
honestly.
surprising. That's surprising. My God.
That's just, I find that absurdly funny.
Okay. I started to feel iffy about Scikoop ever since that. In September 2023, there was a Splatfest in Splatoon 3 about who would be the best leader, which Team Shiver won. Because we lost as Team Fry, he was constantly going on a rampage about his hatred towards Shiver. What?
What did Shiver do, man?
Shiver did nothing wrong. She's just a character.
Exactly. Why blame your anger on a literally character who doesn't even exist?
Shiver did nothing, man. She's just here to be here.
Which was beginning to annoy some people. It's literally just him being more salty with losing in video games. When someone told him to stop, Scikoop of course got defensive over it. Remember when I talked about Scikoop losing monetization for his channel because of reused content? He complained about it again on October 2nd because YouTube still won't monetize his channel because he never archived the reused content. I had to tell him again to archive his compilations because that's what was causing the monetization problem. How did he respond to me? He yelled at Angel. Angel, how do you feel about that?
Like, I was shocked. I was like, wow, okay, I'm just trying to be helpful, and then
You didn't even do anything wrong, man. He just got really pissy for the sake of it.
I was just trying to help. I was just trying to say, hey, just if you want your channel to be monetized again, you gotta archive the reused content. And he yells at me.
My God. Over all that help for nothing. All because I wanted to help him out. My manager / best friend and one of the administrators stepped in on this, also gave him advice. Of course, he listened to nobody and was overall being disrespectful. In September 2023, I was doing a chill live stream with my manager. What we used to do is bring in callers to the VC to ask the question of the day and let them say their final words. Here's the thing, though. In the chill live stream, one of the callers took a little too long on saying their final words, and Scikoop was getting impatient. When it was his turn to be in the call, he was being disrespectful towards the caller by calling them out. Not like saying their name, but the caller knew he was referring to them. My manager warned him not to do that because of how mean that was, which is the clip that I'll be playing right now.
Alright then. Anything else you want to say before I let you go?
I've got a joke, and it's a very short one, unlike somebody's.
You don't do that. I know I'm actually mean, but Jesus Christ, don't.
No, I don't mean you can't. I don't mean.
No, I'm being genuine. Like, don't ever do that. That's actually mean. I mean as a joke. Don't.
Okay. Anyway, joke.
As a result, he was given a strike in my Discord server. Now, let's go to 2024, where things really got worse. On April 16th, 2024, Scikoop sent an inappropriate image in the Funcast channel of a chicken nugget shaped of a male private area.
Yeah, we can all just picture it right now, you know?
Right.
Don't actually do it, don't.
Not recommended.
Yeah. Which I told him that he shouldn't be sharing that in my server because it's against the rules. He used the excuse, it's the Funcast channel. May I remind you that my Discord server has minors in it. They should not be seeing anything suggestive, which honestly, to be fair though, there's like 13 your server's like 13 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus
yeah.
there's like Discord obviously has the 13, you have to be 13 and older to be on Discord. Yeah. So, but like putting that, like, come on, you have to think about the minors. You know, what if a child was in the server and we were not aware of that, and they stumble across it and was started to, like, once again, they haven't learned it, they haven't learned anything about it. Like, could you imagine?
And he knows there are minors in the server, by the way. He knows there are minors.
He knows there are minors in the server.
Yeah,
and he doesn't really acknowledge it.
And it's just very weird, especially with what happens like after this document releases, right? It's it's just very suspect to me, right?
All right. Thankfully, he deleted the image, but he got a warning, though it should have been another strike since he already got one before. An important thing to add before I bring up the part where his administrator privileges get removed for the final time, he had been abusing his administrative powers by timing out people who argue with him or were overall being annoying in my live streams. One live viewer told him not to start anything and they got timed out. Great move.
Typical power trip shit here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. April 23rd, 2024 was the day I took his administrative privileges away for the final time. Thank God. However, it was originally going to be temporary. Scikoop DM'd me if he did something wrong, which I told him everything he did. He got defensive and acted like he did everything right and that I'm in the wrong. Angel, how do you feel about that?
Honestly, knowing that kind of behavior before, it's like I knew he was going to do it. I knew he was going to get defended by his actions. I was not surprised.
That's batshit crazy. He mainly said, "I'm sorry, but I'm a different person," as an excuse. Sure, he apologized for his behavior later on, but I was still on the fence with him, although I don't have access to the DMs. I did copy and paste this message before in the past when I was speaking to him and just speaking to my administration team, most of the co-owners. All right.
I copy and pasted all that text.
Right. Let's take a look. Okay, so from my response back, I thought the chicken nugget pick would be funny. I didn't know it would result in a warning. Seriously. What have you learned, Scikoop? What have you learned?
Nothing.
We've had
Nada.
a rule in the server to not share anything suggestive, and that was a rule for a while.
Exactly.
It still is, right?
Yeah, it's still a rule, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Second, you kind of dug up evidence from the past just to use it against me. I stopped doing that to Anonymous 1 and for Anonymous 2. He didn't even understand a single joke me or Evan were saying and took it too seriously. Because remember when he drew Evan's... I can't say that. In the Scribio live stream, that was taking it too far. Now this did happen at one point.
It did.
Honestly, though, it kind of caught me off guard a bit. But I just tried to ignore it, basically. So, from what I saw. But then again, I'm past that now at the moment. And lastly, I only timed out Anonymous 2 to calm him down. He was pissing me off, and I admit that. With that, after he apologized, I gave him the chance to redeem himself so I could hopefully give him back his administrator role. Chance 7. Ever since I revoked his admin, he would keep saying in my live streams and in my Discord server that he wished he had his admin powers back.
Wait.
It actually...
I think this is... Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you go continue. Go continue.
I think this was when I got into the picture here, right? Was this when, like, I started to just be there in the picture and all that?
I think so?
I think so, too. What's the date on that image?
It was July 31st, 2024.
Yeah, I think I was there.
It actually got annoying to the point I planned to confront him with my administration team. The next day, though, when Scikoop was apologizing in one of the text channels for being a horrible administrator and a few other things, it caught my attention. I was discussing those exact same things with my team the other night. I was misunderstood because I thought one of the administrators told him. Regardless, we did confront him about what he did, even though he apologized. I asked him for the final time to please attempt to improve as a person, which chance number 8 became the final chance for him. We are now at the final chance. 8 chances? That's crazy.
Okay, this was when I was definitely in the picture here, right?
Oh,
I was,
yeah,
like,
definitely.
around for it.
Yeah. During the summer, I made a friend server for my friends to just chill and all that, which I'm in. Scikoop was one of the people in the server. Everything was fine at first until September 2024. When Scikoop, a friend, we'll refer to them as Faye, and I were just waiting for Hex to join in the VC to play Block Tales on Roblox.
We should do that.
We waited
sometime
for
again.
a few hours, but we were chatting to pass the time. Faye and I had fun while Scikoop complained about Hex wasting our time, which you did mention before, by the way.
Yeah, I did talk about it and how I still feel horrible about it.
That upset me because I'm sure she didn't mean it. This happened in a voice chat, but there were a few witnesses who can vouch. In October 2024, we had to do 2 attempts together with some friends to record a fan dub for the Amazing Digital Circus episode 3, which you should watch, by the way. Because I'm in it, Hex is in it, and Angel's in it.
Yeah, we had fun with these.
Yeah. For the first attempt, we had to postpone the recording to a different day because a few people were missing. When I announced that in the VC, everyone, including me, heard him mumble something like, "So I wasted all of my time for nothing." And I'm not going to lie, it actually hurt to hear that out loud. Honestly, though, the fact he said that, like, could you imagine,
Like, damn, man.
No, could you imagine those people just like finding out about that who were unable to attend because they have lives of their own? Like, could you imagine that? How they feel?
Yeah, that's just a dick move, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and multiple people heard him say that, by the way, because everything was silent when he said it.
Exactly. Like, how could you be so ignorant?
Yeah.
I was already upset enough. I had to reschedule the recording session, but that was just uncalled for. It did about set me off, but I didn't want to start a scene and try to calm down. I understand he was upset because he had to reschedule something he was going to do, only for that to be a waste. But there was no need for him to say that out loud in a cold manner. Although this also happened in a VC, my boyfriend, who was also in the VC, can confirm that he heard Scikoop say that, and even he thought that was not okay. His kind of behavior was even seen after everyone left the gathering. 2 weeks later, we gathered again to try to record the fan dub while we were waiting for everyone to arrive in the VC. Scikoop and a few other people, I don't remember who, were spamming sounds with the Discord soundboard, which did begin to annoy me and everyone else. Remember when I said about the soundboard and all that stuff during that in the addressing video? Well, here it is. My boyfriend stepped in and asked them to stop doing that because it was getting annoying. Scikoop got defensive about it and said something like, "We're not allowed to have fun, apparently, but loud equals funny." Instead of understanding what he's been told and probably apologizing for it, he was being defensive. It actually did hurt some people's ears. Yeah.
Yeah, and also he did mention this, which
Yeah.
What he said there was not a good excuse in the slightest.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me just say this right now. We already said this before, but at this point, I feel like it's now time to repeat ourselves again. We're not allowed to have fun, apparently. We are allowed to have fun, but just, like, not to the point where it gets repetitive.
And not to the point where it makes my ears bleed, for God's sake.
Loud equals funny.
Yeah.
Loud does not equal funny. Loud
Depends on how it's done.
Depends on how it's done, yes. But, like, the way he did it was just at this point just annoying to the point where people were just like, "Please stop, please stop, please stop." One last thing that happened that caused me to highly consider cutting ties with him was the attention seeking during his birthday. He would expect me to say happy birthday to him when really I was having difficulty trusting him ever since the fan dub incident. There were a couple of times I was talking about something else was happening, for instance, on the same day it was the anniversary of New Super Mario Bros. Wii and also Memorial Day. And he would come in and bring up his birthday. Like, I understand that it was his birthday and that it was a special day for him, but there wasn't any need to constantly bring that up into every topic. Okay, to those who heard me say that he does attention seek, you're looking at it right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Right. It did begin to annoy me to the point where I thought the ties need to be cut. Right? Cutting ties for good.
Yeah, at this point, like, he's shown time and time again to not be,
Yes.
All
right.
Yep.
And with all of those chances, I cut him out of my life. I told him our friendship couldn't work out due to the amount of times he failed to redeem himself. He was constantly apologizing and saying he could change, but this is something he said too many times each time I gave him a chance. So no more chances were given. I overall don't trust him anymore, and it was a mistake to give him too many chances. This is something I never want to do again to anyone else. Throughout chapter 2, you probably notice a pattern with his behavior, which Angel just pointed out already somewhere. So every time he's given a chance, things go fine. He causes trouble with toxicity. He receives consequences for it. He apologizes and says he could redeem himself. He either takes a break from the community, gets banned from the server, or loses his administration privileges. Sometime later, he's given another chance. The cycle repeats with cutting ties. I broke the cycle as it should be. Right? We got out of the chances now. Now we're going to go into the most recent things that he had done. Now, obviously, this is outdated, but these are important details.
Yeah,
you
like
guys know.
Yeah, like a bit more important, especially now. Yeah.
Scikoop has an NSFW alt where he posts AI NSFW art, moral implications of AI art aside. He has also posted Kisake art of a 16-year-old anime character as a... I can't say that. He has later deleted the post without saying anything else. The character in question was named Tomo Yamaobe and was from an anime called Seikon no Quetsu. I'm really sorry if I butchered the pronunciations, but yeah. This character was in fact 16, which makes the character a minor. And for those we have the we have this. Let me just show you all. See that? 16 years old.
No way, that's a minor?
That's a minor.
What?
That is a minor.
No
That is a
way.
minor.
Scikoop, he totally would. He wouldn't do that. He would.
Definitely would.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Going back. He has also been following an RP account where they have reposted art of a feral Sylveon with its junk out.
Yeah.
And the account also follows him. While this isn't definite proof that the account and Scikoop are friends, it is still noticeable for the fact that the account also posted the hashtag Justice for Scikoop tag. The name of the account has been censored to prevent harassment as well as the art not being shown for obvious reasons. I should also point this out today, right now. The account is gone now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Chapter 4, responding to the document. Scikoop's document can be found here. Might as well just show you. I'm not going to read this because obviously this is more focused on their doc, but there is some quotes. So
Yeah.
So this is now he deleted the doc after finding out that we were creating a doc against him. So as a response, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to make a copy of this. Now this was before
And I did download it too because I already knew he was gonna.
Now this was before Scikoop deleted the doc. I was like, we were already making the doc, and and then one of you guys suggested, I feel like he's gonna delete the doc, and I was like, okay, I gotta make a copy of it. So I did in fact do that.
He did. He deleted it, by the way.
Yep, and the copy is right here. Right, now let's go back.
Yeah.
Hi, so I'm Agent Tune. When I heard that there was a Google document about me and I'm in my community, I knew I had to come forward to say something. What I will do is break down on what's true and what isn't true, regardless of what true or false about my community. It is in no way perfect. There will always be a good side and a toxic side of the community. Do I tolerate toxicity? Absolutely not. That's why I'm on my YouTube channel and on my Discord server. I try to keep it as toxic free as possible because I do care about the community. However, Scikoop was removed for a reason, and that was for his own toxicity.
And now he's not even allowed back because of...
Yeah, because of the very disgusting stuff we heard about the NSFW bots.
Stuff that I discovered. Yeah, credit me. Please, you don't have to.
He has even admitted to being toxic. Screenshot of him admitting that he's a toxic person. There it is. It's even on the thumbnail in case you're wondering.
It's just so immature, man.
Exactly. Imagine admitting yourself that you're a toxic person. Like, that's crazy. All right. Now,
get the fuck away from me, man.
Exactly. Before you begin reading what I have to say, 2 things to understand. 1, most of the things being talked about were already covered from chapter 2, but if you wish to read them again, do as you please. And 2, I'm in no way trying to attack Scikoop for the document he made. This is only criticism on what he wrote and any corrections that should be made. Now we're transitioning to some of the quotes that Scikoop said in his doc against us. So
Hey,
let's read some of the quotes.
love to see it.
I'm sick and tired of being treated like I'm a punching bag in the community. Since when were you a punching bag? Not many people were treating you like one. Sure, a few people did in the past, which I'm against, but overall, most people were chill with you. The only time that would flip around is how you treated others. If I post this publicly, people may attack them. You're saying that, but yet you're constantly sharing all over your social media about you getting removed from the community. You kept messaging multiple other people about it, trying to make yourself look like the victim when you know what you did, and even attempted to guilt trip them to be on your side, as well as publicly respond to a creator of the doc on your blue sky. A lot of this evidence is from the Angel Tune server, voice chats, or through DMs, so take it with a grain of salt. What evidence? You shared no evidence in your document whatsoever, even though he did say that he couldn't get it because he was banned or whatever, but still. And even if people were to check the Angel Tune server, what they will see is the evidence being told from a different perspective. That's true. Right. What I said wasn't even a joke, and the rude, offensive comment wasn't towards anybody. Whether it was towards anybody or not, you still said something that could potentially upset someone. They did both apologize in the end, but they still banned me overall. It hit me like a semi-truck, and I ended up in the hospital because of my awful stomach, which I later learned it was due to emotional distress. And they didn't bother to care about my hospital incident, which I did comment on one of Angel's videos. Angel will admit the administration team was pretty iffy during 2020, so we did a little too much banning. Of course, if that happened nowadays, it would have been a strike for you. As for you ending up in the hospital, I genuinely don't remember that happening. Even if you did comment that on one of my videos, I don't remember you sending it there. Maybe if you shared a screenshot of you commenting that, then I can see it. But overall, I don't remember your comment, nor did I think this would happen to you.
No, I think the reason why I was able to see the comment was because I had him blocked, and that probably removed everything that he shared.
Yeah, Angel can.
But yeah, my administration team was pretty iffy back then. I mean, it's been more improved nowadays, thankfully.
Yeah, and I hope it stays that way, honestly. All they did was to shit on me. I was driven to S-word during July 2020, and nobody seemed to care about my condition. No, I would like to say that a close friend of mine has been trying to support me, and she has stated that on the server, but I was still depressed. Of course people cared about you that you were blank. When you were talking about it in the Rant Emotion channel, multiple people were showing care and concern for you during the time. Yet, all you did was push that away. Shame, too. All right. Video game rage is common, but I'm a nice guy. But this rage is my nature because I was born in the rage. If you don't like it, deal with it. That is honestly just a problematic statement. Honestly,
I was born in the rage. Get out. Just stop, man.
Now let me read that. Here's the problem with this. Everyone game rages. Sure, it's a common thing, but that shouldn't excuse you to take it out on other people. Also, if you don't like it, deal with it. That is not exactly the best thing to put in a call-out document, attempting to prove that people were mean to you. Kind of toxic, to be honest. Now, throughout the whole thing about 2021, they talked about two people calling them Jack and Phil, the same people that were anonymous, who were being aggressive towards him to the point a false ban was on him. I do take fault in that, and I should have taken action sooner. I am genuinely sorry about that, as you said. I did thankfully tell them to stop and ban them. Nowadays, Jack and Phil don't do that anymore, and they have changed for the better. I do try to make sure my administration team is being more responsible and not attacking anyone to prevent something like this from happening again. And then in July 2021, the administration team demoted me for being competitive in a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tournament.
I hate that.
There would never be another tournament for a prize again. It wasn't just being competitive during the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tournament.
Dog. That was you literally admitted to being toxic like a snap. Like, not on the same stream probably, but like, dude.
Yeah. Right. You were overall being toxic to a few people involved in the tournament and live stream, while everyone else using sportsmanships. The first reason was because I sent a picture of a weirdly shaped chicken nugget. Personally, I thought it was
Well, it's a
hilarious
shame.
and wasn't meant to be taken seriously, and I kept on talking about it after I deleted the image. That weird shape in question was something very inappropriate for a server that has minors in it. You use the excuse it's a cuss channel, which doesn't excuse your inappropriate joke because minors have access to the text channel too. I didn't want them seeing that, and sexual jokes are against the server rules. We gave you a warning over that. December 2024, I think they've truly hit a new low. They don't even want money that is from me. What the is wrong with this community not wanting money from people they don't like?
I can
Angel did reach.
I can take a wild shot in the dark, but we just don't want you, dog.
Angel did reach her goal, but God, why can't I donate some money to her? I don't think you understand when I say I wanted to move on from you. I mean it. No matter what it is you try to do, whether it's good or bad, I really just want nothing to do with you. I don't want to give you any more chances because I don't trust you anymore. What part of that you don't understand? Period. She did claim that she doesn't hate me, which I call BS on that since she did block me from every platform and probably told everybody in her community to unfriend/block me. I want to make it clear I do not hate anyone. Hate is a strong word, and that is something I don't like using towards other people. I didn't block you because I hate you. I blocked you because I wanted to move on from you. I told you before I wanted to cut ties with you. That is so much different than hating you. And as I said before, I told nobody to unfriend/block you. That was what they wanted to do. All I did was to tell them that what you did because they wanted to know. So I'm gonna add something onto that. I do remember you guys adding me into the group chat to let me know that Scikoop was problematic because back then he was still a mod in my server.
Yeah.
So you guys were trying to tell me because I didn't understand the full context of it. So
Yeah.
And so once I found out about it, I was like, oh my God, like I don't know if I can trust him now because he's that problematic. So I decided to cut ties with him, which honestly, for good reason, because honestly, looking back at the screenshots now, I feel like I'm now wondering what would happen if I still stuck with him. Like
things probably would have went worse.
Yeah, honestly, I dodged a bullet on that one.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm smart. I vent a lot about myself, but most of the time between June 2024 to now, when I vent, I get no response from any friends. I'm not attention seeking or anything. Lies. But the only problem I have with venting is that people are genuinely busy when I vent and they don't respond. My friends care about me, but I'm overthinking it. That they're not showing it by not responding. Angel does read them, but doesn't respond to them. This still happens like I'm a ghost. There's nothing wrong with venting, but you shouldn't expect everyone to respond. Also, I read everyone's vents, but I'm not always going to respond to them. Though that doesn't mean that I don't care either. Here's one of the times I did respond to your events. Okay, valid. At this point, this community is dangerous to people who speak against Angel and the powerful administration team.
They're speaking like Angel and the administration team are like gods, right? Like what?
Yeah.
I don't know why I laughed on that for some reason. I don't know why I found that funny for some reason.
It really is. It is.
Okay. Because we're just people.
Exactly.
We have our own lives.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
It's not like we're gonna kill anybody who speaks against us. Like, I genuinely don't care.
All right, now let's read it. That is not true at all. I'm not perfect, and neither is my administration team. I've received criticism before sometimes, and I do accept that. Although taking criticism is hard, I do my best to improve. Sure, that was too difficult for me during 2016 to 2020. That isn't who I am anymore. If for some reason any the administrators do anything that may be too far, I do ask them to stop. Nobody else should be abusing their administration powers, calling my community, quote unquote, dangerous. It's a bit of a stretch. I'm all open to criticism, and of course, I'm doing something wrong. I'll try to fix it. In conclusion, this is not a well-put document you made. You have no evidence to back up your claims, while we do. In the form of screenshots and chat logs, you said some things that were not true, and people deserve to know the truth. It upsets me that, and it disappoints me that you're still not taking accountability for your actions that you caused. Not to mention, we literally said that when we watched your video.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not completely innocent, but do not think you're any better. And the fact that you don't want us to share this document is ridiculous. And the fact that you don't want us to share this document is ridiculous. You're only trying to silence the people you affected. That's what I'm saying. And that's just not happening. Even though you already deleted your document, we're still sharing ours. You cannot reserve the damage that was already done. People deserve the truth and to know both sides of the story. Pop it off.
Hell
He tried to
yeah.
silence us. He tried to silence us, but we didn't listen.
Yeah.
He tried to silence us with fucking literally nothing. He had nothing to use against us.
We could not care less. All right, Chapter 5, Other Unrelated Screenshots and Issues. This chapter mainly serves as a way to put in other issues that were present during Scikoop's time here. The issues here are relatively minor compared to his other infractions. He admits that he believes that he is a sociopath in the doc, while we cannot verify or deny this. It is still an attempt to use mental health as a scapegoat.
I honestly do think it kind of is. Because, like, you know, like, yeah, and also, like, how would that help your case? Like, oh, I'm a sociopath. How does that make you look any better, man?
That's just like you trying to say, oh, yeah, that's just you trying to say, oh, I'm cool.
Like,
you're not cool.
It's not. Literally, being a sociopath is not fucking cool, dude.
Yeah. All right. Scikoop in the replies of the post has stated, to the community, you're making a huge mistake posting that document. You're making yourself as a huge mistake for hurting me and spreading lies about me, and I need a therapist. This feels somewhat like an attempt to an intimidation. While we cannot prove that this was intent, it certainly feels like he was trying to intimidate us to not make this document. He has also made similar comments as this doc were being made. The fact he's trying to not like convince us not to make this document and saying that it's hurting him and spreading lies. Think about us. What about us? What about us?
Like, yeah, you also lied about us, man. Like, dude.
Yeah, we're trying to be as honest as we can.
Exactly.
We're trying to provide our side of the story.
Exactly.
Why
this
are
is what
you
we're
scared?
doing right now?
Why are you so scared? Is something wrong? Something wrong?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway. The fact that Scikoop deleted the NSFW art of Tomo Yamobe without apologizing or saying anything leaves us with the theory that Scikoop knew about the character's age, but only deleted it when called out. While this is just speculation, it's still something to think about. We still think about this now, right now.
Yeah, especially. God, man.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure technically that part was like outdated since he already explained that. Like,
yeah,
but there's still some speculation. But we'll just have to move past that from now. Right. Scikoop again has not attached any form of evidence to this document. Scikoop has deleted the document due to wanting to make sure that this document doesn't come out. Mere minutes, hours before, he wanted to make sure that he was heard and that he was in the right. Now he has deleted the post linking to his doc and wanting peace between both sides. After realizing that we, the creators of the doc, won't back down, he has blocked Hex, a creator of the doc, on his main account. Hex, what do you feel about that?
Man, that just... I feel honored.
Okay.
I love it here.
He has attempted to backpedal the doc he made multiple times, as stated before. He deleted the doc he made and wanted peace, and to hug things out. Scikoop, the moment you posted that doc, it was already too late for that. Like, you can't go back. This isn't a time machine. This isn't like Doctor Who.
That's like stabbing someone in the leg and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. Oh, how could I? How could I?"
There's no going back after doing that. You can't.
Wait, he didn't even apologize.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, he did not. And also, this is the internet. Like, once you share something, like,
it
you
is
can't
there
reverse
forever.
it.
There is no undo button.
Even if you try to delete it, it's still gonna be there.
Yeah.
He has taken a temporary break because of this whole situation. That's outdated right now at the moment because like he's now back right now. And like if you looked at the apology video, I shouldn't consider this an apology video. It's more of like an addressing like his recent video. I'm just gonna refer to that as his recent video. So but like his recent video is more like brand new. But like once we get to the page, the wiki page that Hex created we'll see some more updates.
It's a bit rude. The wiki page I made is a bit out there. Just warning you all now.
All right, link to other people's experiences. I'm going to show you an image up here that you're seeing right now. Right. In conclusion, Scikoop is overall a problematic person who won't own up to his actions and won't take accountability. This document did not have to be made, but the fact that he chose to continuously cause trouble after we cut ties with him, it needed to be done. And now the final words will be said from a few other of the document writers. Now, obviously, this is our open message to Scikoop, but
Yeah.
but like now, since it's outdated, I feel like now stuff had changed now, so we'll say our words once we reach the end. So
Yeah.
but for right now, let's go to probably now the most recent one, which is the wiki that Hex had. And honestly, this is probably the most humorous thing I've ever seen. Like, look at that. Look at that.
It's beautiful.
All right, we got this. All right, we already did that. Also mentioning the Also warn you, this does contain swearing, so bear
Like
with
a
us.
lot of it. There are some bits I do need to like improve on, but you know.
Yeah. Also, lolcow. So, for those who know what
Yeah.
that is,
If you don't, look it up.
please
Yeah,
don't.
it's-
Like, for real.
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm.
Allegations of assholery. On December 16th, 2024, a document was posted about Scikoop 75 detailing him acting like a man-child and, frankly, acting like a nerd, which is the document we just read, by the way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Begging for attention, posting weird shit, and generally being an asshole. Along with that, he has also posted Kisike art of a minor on his NSFW Blue Sky account. His amazing response. Scikoop, before the doc was even released, thought, what could be the best way to make an ass out of myself and attempt to lie my way out of controversy? And then he shat out one of the most poorly put together docs that has ever grazed this damn planet. He has deleted it at some point when the better document came out, which is the document we read once again. His reasons why he was quote unquote innocent are as follows. He was born in the rage. His jokes were where he spammed the Discord soundboard was only just a joke, and he even said in a goofy voice. Him wanted to make things right by donating $100 to Angel Tune because she was in a time of financial instability, even though apparently he couldn't because Angel hated him. Now, this was something that happened, if Angel can vouch.
Yes,
So
I
that-
can.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because I distinctly remember that he wanted to help donate, which is nothing wrong with that. But like the thing is, we didn't let you because we had a problem with you.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore we couldn't allow you to donate. So sorry, bucko. He took a sociopathy test and scored a high likelihood of having it. Not things are always true. He was full of quote unquote depression and S-word thoughts. Right? Scikoopian crashed out. When the document against Scikoop was about to be released, Scikoop panicked incredibly badly and developed several posts as direct responses to the creators. As a reminder, all of these are real screenshots of him trying to run and hide from the actions of his own consequences. Pretty much after the Google document against him came out, he went to take a break, which lasted for a month. After coming back, he kind of acted like nothing really happened. He deleted all of his posts on Blue Sky that he made during the controversy. Pussy. Now he's just posting a normal, pretending that he did not lie about this entire situation. All right, let's take a look at the screenshot. That Tanari no Quasar artwork I recently posted and is now deleted was actually made a few years ago when I was still getting used to Kisike, which is the image that he mentioned in when like saying I made that art when I was a minor.
Still like a not good excuse though, right? Like
No,
Yeah.
no.
It still sucks.
Right. Tried uploading it to DeviantArt back in 2016. I really care. IRC, but
If I recall.
if I recall, before getting taken down by the staff bots, probably because of uncensored body part.
Or maybe it was because the character was a fucking minor. How about
Yeah. Even I was a minor back in 16, making art of my favorite ecchi anime. I'm sorry, edgy anime, whatever you want to call it. Should have listed as being made in 2016. Thank you for responding to a complaint that took place a few months ago. Okay, let me get out of that. The Island of Lust is an 18+ Discord server that Scikoop75 co-owns. The owner of TIOL also co-owns Scikoop's server. While the server being 18+ isn't the issue, as really no one gives a damn about what you blank off to, it is an issue when minors can easily access the server without any form of verification. Also, not marketing the channels as NSFW channels. Amount of security or lack of an amount of ease it takes for anyone to enter it is reckless at best, and a disaster is waiting to happen at worst. Alrighty, now we're on to the part. Remember when I mentioned about the whole shit that was mentioned by Hex and all that? Well, here we are. Scikoop has posted his case on the server. One particularly interesting case is him being into other notable cases include NTR, dark skin, and public. Glad I caught myself. Okay. Right. Here is the Sweet Home Alabama. Okay.
Hey, they got my pronouns right at least. You know what? Sure.
Yes. There's the screenshot that of being a hypocrite. Remember when I distinctively said that he said, "Oh, I didn't know I was being spied on. I feel like the group was spying on me." Well, this is proof of hypocritical on his part. This is proof of him being a hypocrite.
Something mutually assured destruction. Sure. Yeah.
Scikoop AI escapades. Scikoop has a janitor.ai account, the site being used for mainly NSFW bots, which most of them are children.
Well, not most of them. Some of them.
Well, not most of them, but like some are children.
That's still fucked, man.
Yeah. Okay, some profile or whatever.
666, the devil.
Oh, Christ. Okay, I need to censor this shit out. Okay. Oh, yeah, this was the character that one of them mentioned. Look over here. 10 years old.
Oh, but just shut up, man. Shut up.
I think this is a lot worse, honestly, than the 16-year-old, because, like, that is a literal child.
Yeah, that's a child.
No, like, literally. Like, at first when I saw the 16-year-old art, like, I was like, yeah, it's kind of weird.
I also
this is
disgusting. You know what I also don't like? I don't like what she's wearing, though. It feels like they're kind of sexualizing a 10-year-old, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's their like anime, but like depicting that as a 10-year-old, like that does not look like a 10-year-old.
And I get it, right? Like Japan, all of that, but I don't care, man.
Underage, under 18.
Yes. The end. Scikoop has privated his Instagram, deleted both of his Blue Sky accounts, and has rebranded his Discord user and Twitter to Dr. Sage, which is actually I don't think it's true, but like he did rebrand himself, but like
this was like before the whole Just Sigh thing.
Yeah. He also has wiped every bot on his janitor.
I would also like to note that Dr. Sage is an OC that he used in roleplay in that server.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Not the end. Scikoop has rebranded himself to quote-unquote Just Sigh in an attempt to run from the controversy and has uploaded a video that was just him using AI to create music, which is the video that was mentioned. He has also been on Twitter since he deleted his Blue Sky account. He has deleted his Twitter account after that. Lately, he has admitted aging up. Aging up is an excuse to justify fucking a... No, I can't say it. Oh, it's not a child right now. It's an adult. Shut up. Just shut up.
Just be quiet, man. Just be fucking
quiet.
Silence, peasant.
Yeah. Those aforementioned janitor.ai characters. Scikoop still goons minors, by the way. Oh, Christ, I have to do some censoring on this one. Scikoop has changed his profile to Chifusa from Menu Hinken Chu. It has also roleplayed as her in the general chat of TIOL. It is worth nothing that Chifusa is 16.
Noting. It's worth noting.
It's worth noting that Chifusa is 16. He also since privated his Twitter account again, and in recent times, the famous Thomas and Friends Scikoop75 has been observed in the wild using multiple Discord accounts to perform erotic role plays with himself. This behavior can only symbolize a deep loneliness that penetrates his miserable hearts. The day Scikoop fries. After a relatively small raid, Scikoop crashed out, blaming Hex for the raid.
Hi!
And proceeding to delete the majority of his socials on his Linktree, as well as also deleting his Linktree. Scikoop afterward went on to make another comment against Hex, but deleted it afterward. Like a pussy he is. This is an image that he posted saying, "I fucking know you're doing this to me, Hex." The server got raided again, wrecked. You know raiding is against TOS. You're just wasting your own time to get my server raided. Ha! You wanna fucking bet? You've been spying on me 24/7. Hypocrite! By the way, I know Scikoop is watching this thread. FYI, Hex wasn't behind this, you schizo. Thank you. Hashtag free at Hex. She ain't do nothing wrong. Honestly, Hex didn't do nothing wrong in this situation.
Yeah. Hashtag free Hex.
Thank you. Alright, Scikoop. I see you, Hex, and everybody else stalking my ass. Don't you see that AI is everywhere? Like Bing has Copilot, AI, ChatGPT exists, character AI is a thing, etc., etc. It's like you're seeing me talk out of my ass.
Because you are?
But I know what I'm talking about. Guess you're just not too brain dead to see what points I'm trying to make.
He is such...
Right, a new era, oh no. Scikoop has posted a community post where he says that the end of Just Psy name is soon to be over, and the new era will begin. The end of Scikoop. Scikoop has announced that he is going to change his username, and after that, he has uploaded a video responding to the controversy that has transpired since 2024. He hasn't been in his account since, which is the video that we freaking watched.
Yes.
It's not good. The response itself, it sucks. The words exactly. Scikoop's response video that has basically amounted to nothing, not divulging into too many details about what really happened. The video can be found here. We don't need to watch that again. Right?
I'd rather like step. I'd rather walk on hot
drink
coals
bleach.
than. I'd rather walk on hot coals than do that.
All right, guys.
Almost
now
3 hours
that's out of the way. Do you guys have any other evidence as well to? Because I do know that there were some other things that
there's some other things I do want to bring out. He did like rejoin the Discord server that he was supposed to leave after.
Another thing, that's another thing I'll add is like he knows how harmful AI generated stuff is, like AI art, AI voices. Like he knows how harmful AI art is, but uses it anyway.
Once again, hypocritical move.
He also wanted to find a way to take down the wiki article made about him.
Oh yeah, that too.
It was like a one. Yeah.
Of course he did. He claims that it's quote unquote defamation, which is a lie.
Defamation.
We're speaking against you because you did something and you're trying to silence it.
Yeah, I don't think he called it defamation. I don't think
defamation.
He did. Or defamation. I don't think he called it defamation.
I feel like he kind of did.
I think he did, but you could check.
I have no idea though.
Now for something that I also want to add, if you guys remember the Kermit's Vacation movie that Angel Jim did, there were some auditions that were held, and once the cast list came out, he was pretty ungrateful with the role he got.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah. Angel
because he wanted a bigger role. Well, he didn't get the role.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. As somebody who does theater, because I do it a lot, there are times where you're not going to get the role you want.
Yeah, obviously. That's just how it goes.
I've been there too.
Mm-hmm. And also, there's also, the fact that he's so ungrateful about it proves how much of a dick he is. The fact you're so ungrateful is just crazy. Trust me, I had roles that I didn't get, but was I upset about it? No.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I was happy was because I was grateful to be a part of the cast. That's all that mattered to me.
Yeah, it's all that mattered to me too. Anything I got in, as long as I got one role, that's already good enough for me.
Yeah.
So, and also, like, keep in mind, like, I'm gonna just say this right now. So, originally, for the Amazing Digital Circus fan dub, I was basically just an extra, right? Just to break glass in case of emergency, right? And
Yeah.
it happened twice. And eventually, I did have to end up sharing, like, a role with Neon X. Amazing person, by the way. They're fucking awesome.
Yes.
I will also just say this right now. And now, since, Scikoop is not inherently able to participate for good reason, by the way. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah.
I now have a role that I'm actually okay with. Things do end up getting well. So, yeah, there's that. I think I did send you, like, a couple of things on Discord.
Well, I will add that. Now that we've gone through everything on what Scikoop has done, it's time to now give out our open messages.
I mean, everything I needed to say was, like, already said throughout this video, but, well, all I can say is, like again, so if you're watching this, like, actually take accountability. Like, you keep saying you would, but you kept not doing that, but, like, actually seek help. Like, actually try to stay off of social media for a temporary time. Like, seriously.
Not even that. Like, dude, he's not... I don't think he should be on social media at all at this point, man. Like, he is... This isn't even, like, any sort of, like, beef or anything. No, he's straight up just a creep, dude. He has made an excuse to effectively just make art of a minor. I don't think he has a place here at this point.
That's a fair point. But yeah, you are not welcome in my community ever again. Like, I no longer want to be affiliated with you ever again. I already talked about it before back in November, but I'm still standing by that. Like I don't approve of everything you did. Like, I get, again, for the final time, seek help, actually take accountability for your actions. Quit deflecting on your actions, because this is getting ridiculous right now. Like, there's literally so much proof we have. So much.
And we just
And it
showed
gets... And the pile of evidence against you just gets larger and larger by the day, man. The easiest way to stop it from getting larger is just leaving.
Yeah, just step away from the internet. This is just not really the place for you at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's everything I have to say.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think so as well. I have no words, honestly. It is to a point where, like, I can't even, like, say you should be off for, like, at least a little bit. No. You do not need to be here, because you do not deserve to be on the internet. You do not deserve, like, any grace at this point. You have fucked up, like, insurmountably. I don't even... There is no place for you here anymore. Because at this point, this is going to follow you forever. And God only knows what else is going to happen to you if other groups of people find out about this shit. But one thing's for sure. I won't be around to see it. Sure, I may observe, but I sure as hell won't be here to see it. Just directly, you know? I'll be back, just watching. And watching. And watching.
All right, now to end it off with my personal message for him. Scikoop, with all sincerity, fuck you. That's all. Fuck you. Like, what you did was just unacceptable, especially considering the fact that, like, you were problematic since 2020, especially considering the fact that Angel considered you as a good friend back in 2016, and then all of a sudden the sudden change of 2020 became so much of an issue that it just didn't cause you to fit into the community. It's just crazy to me. Like I don't understand why, like, you had to do that. And I also don't understand the other stuff that you did, like drawing art out of underage characters, all of that is just crazy to me.
Like, he didn't even draw. He just did AI artist stuff. with his
AI
piece of
art,
card.
AI
He
art.
used. He just made a prompt. That's it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just. Ugh.
Yeah. Cry about it all you want, dude. Your tears are my drink. You're the legal age of drinking, for fuck's sake. Like, seriously, you shouldn't be acting like a literal baby, blaming other people for your problems and like expecting people to like
This person
I
can
don't
legally
know.
vote.
do what you want. Like
Yeah.
come on,
Th-
dude. Like, this is not a good look on your image.
This
The fact
person can vote.
Yeah. And the fact you're trying to escape this is crazy to me, because you can't escape it. Like, once I release this video, it's on the internet. It'll follow you. And these are the words coming out from us, former friends of you. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say on this video. On this note, thank you guys so much for sticking around with this. I
Yeah.
am literally
Yeah.
so sick and tired of Scikoop just like thinking that this video will silence us, when in actuality we are telling our story. We're
Getting louder, in fact, honestly.
Yeah.
Yes. But all I will say on this note, if you guys are going to be concerned, if Scikoop just so happens to comment on this video, which is very likely a bad apology or an excuse, I will take this video, the wiki page, and the document we created and shove it right in his face.
Yeah. Because, like, dude, fool me once. That, like, okay, sure, whatever. Fool me twice? Okay, that's most likely on. Fool me 3 times, you're an asshole, man. Like,
Yes.
goddamn.
Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and hopefully you all get the message on Scikoop in general, and hopefully you guys do understand that he is not the person you want to be friends with. It's best to stay away from him. And once again, we will say this again, please do not attack him. Do not
absolutely.
attack Scikoop.
No harassment, please. That's
We
not
do
what we
not-
want.
It doesn't help in the
Yes.
slightest.
We do not wish this on our greatest enemies.
Mhm.
We do not wish this on anyone. We also don't wish doxing as well. But anyway, but yes, that'll do it at the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, please subscribe to these lovely people here, since they post really good content.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't really post much, but it would be nice.
I post time to time.
Yeah, but
Angel mainly streams, but you know, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. But anyways, if you guys made it this far to the video, make sure to hit that like button. Or if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing to this channel. I post content that are mostly commentary videos on basically pop culture, movie reviews, and all of that. Basically what any other content creator loves to post. So I just want to say thank you so much, Angel and Hex, for taking part in this video. I really do appreciate you.
Yeah,
For
sure, no problem, man. No problem.
Yeah, I really appreciate this, because a lot of because this needs to be said, and
Absolutely.
it needs to be out there. And I'm really proud of you guys for taking the time out of your day to help me out with this. It really means a lot.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
truth needs to come to light.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, subscribe to these two channels as well as to me. And I will see you all in another video. Bye,
And
everyone.
also check out the wiki. I spent a lot of time on it. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.